What's up this morning, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to you all. An early Star Trek spoiler day for you all. Good to see you. What is up, Porter Productions, Zelda Zachbot, WH Train, Alex Jones, Burnbot, Chomp. How is everyone doing today? Also, it's an exciting day, so bear with me a little bit, but we have the stream going today on Twitch and on YouTube. So now you got options. You can watch on Twitch, you can watch on YouTube. The main challenge at my end is figuring out how to interact with the chat. So I have like a merge chat, but if you're on Twitch, I think you only see Twitch, and if you're on YouTube, you only see YouTube. But I can't see both, so we're gonna figure that out as we go along. But I am super excited to have YouTube going too. So hello, what is up, everyone? And I'm actually kind of excited for today. So I'm not sure. It seems like the hype level for Star Trek is not especially high, and I get that because my hype level for Star Trek is also not especially high. However, there is a way they could do Star Trek that I think would make me really like this set. So here's what I'm hoping for, and we're gonna find out in 2 hours. Oh, you can see both on screen? Hey, okay, it's a win. We figured it out. It's actually working. So here is what I'm hoping for, and I'm curious what you're hoping for. Are there going to be any surprise spoilers for Reality Fracture or The Hobbit? You know, the two sets before Star Trek. Not today, but we actually have spoilers for all of those sets this week. So today we get early Star Trek spoilers. Friday, we get The Hobbit spoilers. And then Saturday, Reality Fracture spoilers from Magicom Amsterdam. So they're coming. But here's what I want. Hey, welcome back to the Fishbowl. Rorik's Venture for the 12th month, or 72nd month. Good Lord, that is a whole lot of years. Big Soup Jeffrey, thank you. So, here's what I want out of Star Trek. So I was thinking about this. How could they make a Star Trek set that I would like? If Star Trek is Edge of Eternities, but with Captain Kirk and Spock and stuff, I think that would be sweet. If this is like an outer space set, and we get this like outer space world where they're like going to different planets and like epic space art, more Edge of Eternities. Like that was my favorite part of Edge of Eternities, is I'm kind of a sucker for outer space stuff. So if they just have lands that have cool space art and it looks like we're just traveling around in space, I'm actually really gonna like that. So if they do it that way, if it's Edge of Eternities but with Star Trek characters, I think I might like this set. What I'm afraid of is it's gonna be Marvel superheroes, but with Star Trek characters. That's what I would not want the set to be. If this is just like a huge pile of Star Trek characters with minimal world building, oh god, please, I don't want the 10 Spocks, please, anything but that, Magic Gods, anything but that. DG Bottle, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for a subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. So the plan for today, here's what we're doing today. We're gonna start with some standard, and I've been trying to build this big red deck. I played against someone playing a deck that looked like this, and it looked fun. So I put together my version of the deck, but it's a mono red Improv Capstone Thor Death to Our Enemies deck. We're essentially trying to like blow up a bunch of lands. We even have Fin Fang Fooms in the sideboard that we can bring in against the control decks. But the idea is we blow up lands, we kill your stuff, we use Tablet to ramp into Improv Capstone, we use Death to Our Enemies to ramp into Improv Capstone, and then Improv Capstone finds Thor burns our opponent out of the game, Death to Our Enemies burns our opponent out of the game. So it's like mono red control almost with a burn finish. So we're gonna play some big red. If we get bored of big red, I also found this deck just looks ridiculous. Hey Jester, welcome to the Fishbowl. Big super for you, thank you. This deck just looks ridiculous. It's got Miss Marvel, which is a card that I don't even take in draft, but Miss Marvel in Speedball, and you're trying to target your stuff in like retarget with Speedball and pump your Miss Marvel and kill your opponent somehow with Pim Particles and enter the Enigma and so forth. So I don't know, we're gonna start with Big Red. If we have more time before spoilers, we might play a little of the Miss Marvel deck, and then at 1 Eastern time, it will be time for Star Trek spoilers. So I asked this a little bit before the stream started. I'm curious, what's our hype level at? What's the benefit of using mono red instead of Izzet or Boros? So benefits are that Izzet sucks. In Boros, what you're mostly getting out of Boros is some sideboard cards. It might be that Boros is better. I think that this frees up more room for stuff like Death to Our Enemies. Izzet is just boring to me because everything's Izzet right now. So I'm sure, like, when I started building this deck, I was like, oh my god, you could probably build like a super sweet Is It version of this with the lessons, and then I realized it was just Is It lessons, but with like Thor and more improv capstones, but it was essentially the same deck as Is It lessons. So I think those builds would be good. They're just not like as spicy or as interesting. I thought Seth was trying a new Subway Surfer strategy to keep people watching. Turns out the Twitch introduction ads on the side, while you watch, take up a fifth of the whole screen. Yeah, Twitch ads are ridiculous. We're on YouTube. We did it. It took a little bit, but I mean, this is our test stream, so we'll see if it goes well. Hopefully it goes smoothly, but yes. So before we jump into it, what is your hype level? 7 out of 10, Jester. I'm like in the middle right now. I'm like, my hype level is not high. Like I said before, my hype level is not super high because I'm not a Trekkie, but there are ways that they could do this set that would make me really, really like it. And we're going to find out more. Like, they spoiled some art. I don't know if you saw this yesterday. I promise we're going to play Magic in just a minute. If you've never been to a stream before, because we're on YouTube now, there's a lot of rambling that goes on along with the Magic sometimes. They spoiled this art yesterday, and this actually kind of gives me confidence. If you had not told me this was from Star Trek, I don't know if I would have realized it was Star Trek art. Like, yes, I guess you get the little, like, yeah, whatever that thing is, and, like, I saw a spaceship somewhere in some of the art, but, like, this just looks like sweet outer space Magic art. Like, if this is what the set's like, and this is the vibe, and it's not like 10 Captain Kirks and 10 Spocks and beam me up Scotties and so forth, like, if this is what the set's vibe is, the set might actually be really cool. So, like, this gave me a little more confidence that maybe they actually execute it in this world-building way, and it's really sweet. So my hype level, or, like, I don't know if it's even hype level, but my pessimism is decreasing slightly. But we're going to find out more in a couple hours. Like, it is almost time. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. 8 out of 10, cautiously optimistic. Yeah, I mean, I'm also kind of cautiously optimistic at this point. My hype's 0 out of 10, 2 to 3 out of 10. That's not, I mean, I asked on my social media, and good lord, people were not hyped. People were not hyped at all. I'm sad they skipped The Hobbit. So if you're waiting for The Hobbit, spoilers coming. We actually have a big spoiler week this week. So today we get Star Trek. Friday we get Hobbit spoiler. Or no, wait. I might have done that backwards. I think today is Star Trek. I believe Friday is early Reality Fracture spoilers. And then Saturday we start Hobbit spoiler season, I believe. I think that's the plan. Star Trek is, I believe, a large set. I believe Hobbit is small, Reality Fracture is large. I think Star Trek is large, but not 100% sure. I saw someone say these could be fetches. Do you think there's any chance we get fetches back in Standard with how long it's been? I do. Yeah, we're on YouTube now. We did it. I believe that we will not get fetches in Standard with Shocklands. I think Wizards has learned that lesson. I do believe that fetches are fine in Standard once we don't have Shocklands. So I don't think they'll do it in Star Trek, although there is some incentive, because I do think that Richard says it on the podcast yesterday, and I do agree with him, that Wizards will probably push the set because people are kind of iffy on if it fits. They want to show that they can make Star Trek work. So I would not be surprised to see the set juiced. I just don't know if they juice it with fetch lands. The other possibility is they really just do not give a crap about Standard. Like, I mean, a year ago, we were supposed to get all the Shocklands, then they switched the schedule and pushed back the other half of the Shocklands 6 months. So I don't know how much Wizards cares. Maybe they're just like, yeah, Fetchland, Shocklands together. Standard will be 5-color soup, but whatever, like, it'll sell the set. So I guess we'll see. Shortly. Oh, anyway, reminders, and then we're going to get into some games, and we can talk as we go along, and then we'll watch the spoilers together at one. Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. We had a sweet bracket match yesterday. Someone said it was the most, like, wet noodle fight of the bracket so far. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very fun, but it was Rebels from 2000 against Mono Black Necro from 1996. I'd always heard of the Necro deck. I'd always heard of it, right? Like, Black Summer, Necro Summer, so dominant back in 1996. It ruined the whole game. So I was expecting, like, some sort of, like, broken jar deck, like some sort of ridiculous combo deck that people couldn't beat. But then I actually played the deck. And the deck was basically Necro super fairly, like, try to Dark Ritual out a Hypnotic Spectre, and then use Necro to just refill your hand and play, like, 2-mana 2/1s and so forth. So it was a lot different than I was expecting. The last game was insane, though. The last game, yeah. The last game was insane. The whole match was really good. We've had some really good matches, so check that out if you haven't. Our stuff isn't showing up on YouTube. I'll have to look. We're not going to fix that on stream, but I'll look into it for the future. Hopefully we can. Is a YouTube replay channel needed anymore? Assuming this works and the stream continues on YouTube and Twitch, probably not, right? Because there's just going to be a VOD of the stream already on the main channel. So we got to figure out the details on that, but I would expect that maybe the replay channel gets retired if we keep streaming on YouTube. And one more reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can make cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. I love the bracket series. Honestly, I'll be sad when it's over. I do too. I'm not going to be sad when it's over though, because I'm 99% sure that when Standard wraps up, we're just going to move on to Modern. And I love Historic Standard. It's been so fun, but I might be even more excited. To actually do Modern, because I think this is the plan for Modern. I think the plan for Modern is to cut it off at Modern Horizons 3, or no, Modern Horizons 1, the first Modern Horizons. So it'll basically be Modern decks from 2011, the first Pro Tour, up through 2019, the first Modern Horizons. Because if we don't do that, it'll just be the Modern Horizons decks that win. But this will be like Classic Modern, Modern Pure, I don't know what to call it yet, but it's going to be all those decks that you've been thinking of, the Splinter Twins and the Lantern Controls and Boggles, and just like burn all the classic Modern archetypes. Yeah, I'm very, very, very hyped for Modern, because man, honestly, I know we haven't Hammer Time. I know we haven't played it. As much lately, because I haven't enjoyed it as much with Modern Horizons in the format. But Modern in that era is my all-time favorite format. Like, seriously, as much as I love the Standard bracket and as fun as it's been, and it has been super fun, nothing for me beats the peak of Modern. Like, that was my all-time favorite era of Magic, all-time favorite format of Magic. Hey, Seth, what's the point of the Grail of the Bibliopexin list, since it's just mono red, wouldn't it make more sense to play utility land? So here's the thought, and let's talk about this deck and jump into our games. So here is the idea of Great Hall of the Biblioplex. So what this deck is trying to do is we're trying to, in the early game, stay alive. We got a bunch of removal. We have a bunch of land destruction for control decks. Price of Freedom, for example. Cantrips blows up a land, they replace it. Avengers Disassemble. Sweeper blows up a land, replaces it. But the idea is we want to use death to our enemies in Tablet of Discovery to ramp into Improv Capstone. Improv Capstone lets us cast a bunch of spells for free each turn. Eventually, that's going to spin into Thor, God of Thunder. Thor, when we cast 9 creature spells, we deal damage equal to their mana value to any target. So Thor with Improv Capstone going, especially if we hit the Mjolnir to double Thor's damage. Bearby, it's okay, bud. It's okay. I don't know if you can hear Bear barking, but Bear is barking at something. So the idea of the Great Hall of the Biblioplex, even though we don't need it for fixing, is with Improv Capstone in the spell slinging plan, it actually gets very high power and closes out the game very quickly. Like, it starts as a 2/4, but it's very realistic that it's attacking for like 5, 6, 7 once we have Improv Capstone going. So even though we don't need the fixing, it's basically in our deck to be a pretty good threat and a backup finisher, because honestly, outside of Thor, we don't really have another realistic way of killing our opponent. I guess the burn of all the death for enemies plus Burst Lightning could get it done, but we don't have another backup plan. Our backup plan is in the sideboard. Can we see the dog? Hey, Bearby. Hey, Bearby. Hey, bud. Yeah, I'll see if I can get him. I think he went outside to bark at something, but once he comes back in, did I say 6, 7? It's Jax's birthday. My little nephew Jax. It's his birthday. He'd been saying 6, 7 for a long time. So my sister, his mom, was like, "Oh, we're gonna do a birthday party for you. I was thinking we can do a 6, 7 party." And he said, "Mom, that's so 2025." 6 years old. He already knows that the meme is dead. He knows. They're on top of it, those kids. So yeah, that's the deck. Oh, the other cool part of the deck is Fin Fang Foom. Fin Fang Foom in the sideboard. So Fin Fang Foom, in the right matchup is kind of insane. So the idea is we don't have that many creatures in the main deck, so people will probably take out some of their targeted removal. And against like Control, for example, Fin Fang Foom's insane because it doubles up our price for freedom. It doubles up our death to our enemies. The other card I really am excited for against Control is Return the Favor. Return the Favor. This is our answer to Jeskai Revelation. So if our opponent tries to like Jeskai Revelation us, we Jeskai Revelation them in return. Plus it gives us kind of a weird mono red cancel in some situations. So anyway, let's try this deck. Let's try this. Here, let me see. Autism. Mono white Bushido, eh? Mono white Bushido is it's a fun idea. You build a lot of cool theme decks, I will say, Autism. I've never actually built a straight up Bushido deck. My question for you, Autism, since I can't read every single card in this deck, is there a payoff? Is there a payoff for playing a bunch of Bushido cards? Like, what's the Crater Hoof of Bushido? Is there anything like that? Is there anything that just like rewards you for playing all the Bushido stuff in the same deck? All right, let's do it. Big red, let's go. Yeah, Mjolnir's really good. Mjolnir's really good. When the adults get involved, it's all I know. I mean, I can't say much because I guess I'm an adult now. I don't know. Do y'all feel like adult? I imagine most of you. I see a 36 in there. I imagine most of you are adults. Do you feel like an adult? I remember being a kid, and I always expected that I was gonna feel like an adult someday. Like you turn 18, and all of a sudden, like a switch is thrown in your brain, and you're like, "Oh, I'm an adult now." But no, that's never. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't gotten there yet. Maybe it comes eventually. But at least for me, I never. Oh my God! Look at that land destruction. Look at that. Oh, come on. 5-color control. One time. Not landfall. Please, not landfall. Come on, Magic Gods. Oh, we might be able to. All right. Big moment. What is their land drop? Some sort of tap show. Is it a? Well, okay. I mean, is it probably has what 6-ish? Well, we're still gonna blow it up and cycle. Like, it's what we came here to do. Price of freedom. How about no basics? Maybe? Maybe? The greed? Nah, alright. Opponent does have basics. Oh, mono black, stacks is actually insanely good. Ew. Interesting. How scary is this Stray Catcher? So I'd like to play Death to Our Enemies. Or, man, we have too many options. Death to Our Enemies would be really nice to get down. Tablet to Discovery is also very good. We can tablet into Price of Freedom. Or we can just Avengers Disassemble, deal with the Drake. We gotta wait, right? We gotta wait. I know, I thought the feeling like an adult would happen, but apparently not. You do adult stuff, but you still feel the same. You would just Avengers here? Man, I kind of want to be greedy. How many counters do they have? You know what? Death to Our Enemies. Go ahead. Like, in theory, that Avengers Disassemble also cleans up Drakes, too. All right, Ancestral Anger. And, oh god, Ancestral Anger. Welp? Okay. Please no spell piercing. So let's tablet a Discovery, make a treasure. Mill a card. Land. Okay, mill a land. And then Avengers Disassemble, 3 damage. Oh man, if they have a 1-mana spell. Well, at the starting time, make a treasure. Ah! What is this deck? Oh, they are so focused on the pump spells. Oh, no. Well, we might have gotten Max Punish. Wow, they're out of basics. We might have gotten Max Punish for our greed, though. I think we got Max Punished. They only have 2 basics. That's insane. But it's not going to matter because we can't deal with the Stray Catcher. Opponent, Boomerang basics, our Death to Our Enemies. I mean, we get another shot at it. But if they have another 1-mana spell, to the top, draws a card. Prowess is OP. Come on, get in that damage, opponent. Cast that spell. We need to be able to sweep your board here. Oh, Wild Ride. All right, well, 7, 8, 9. We're taking 11. We're taking 11. We're down to 3. Probably going to die to a Burst Lightning. Opponent makes a million counters. Well, we will... Okay, what's our best bet here? We can put our opponent down to a single land. So if we play this, So play the death to our enemies. All right, I mean, maybe. Oh, this might actually be sweet. This might be... So, yeah, opponent's greed might punish them here. 3 damage, blow up a land. Get rid of the red source, because that's what kills us. Make a treasure. You can make your drakes if you want, opponent. Make your drakes if you want. Opponent, would you like to tutor up a basic? Oh, okay. And then we will Price of Freedom. Blow up that Verge, make a treasure. Hold. Hold. Ooh, land, okay. Well, pass the turn. Opponent passes. Oh my god, improv capstone. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, improv capstone. That's where enemies triggers. We spin into a Thor, and a Burst Lightning hit your face. Oh my god, it's coming together. We get the price of freedom back. An opponent scoops it up. And okay, well, well, it turns out maybe it was correct to leave the Drake Hatcher alive. Either that or we just got very lucky, but oh, that was actually sweet. Yeah, I mean, normally I think Prowess does run way more basics. Like if you look at a typical Prowess deck, let's see. Let's pull up a Prowess deck here. If you look at just like typical Prowess, I thought it was like, yeah, like 6 or 7. So I guess it's because our opponent's playing Teamer. They're actually trying to like splash green. Teamer Prowess. 1. Yeah, they're getting punished by trying to actually cast Elusive Otter and apparently Poison Dart. They're losing because they're trying to cast Poison Dart Frog out of the sideboard. All right, what do we want? What do we want sideboard wise? Hey Seth, I've been tracking my Commander deck's win-loss rates over the last couple of months, and one deck is a huge outlier. I don't know if this means the deck is too strong, but it doesn't have any game changers. I usually describe it as a high 3. This is the deck. Let me see Tundra's place. Let me see if I can pull up this deck list. Yeah, I'm sorry if I miss anything in the chat. I'm sorry because I'm trying to hey, Bearby. Hey Bear, come here, bud. Here. People wanted to see the pupper. Bearby. Come here, bud. Here, let's see. Ooh, can you stand here? Let's see. Oh. There you are. Can you say hi to all the people? You're on YouTube, big boy. You're on YouTube. Dude, your breast stinks. Your breast stinks, bud. What have you been eating? Look at that big boy. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Oh, we got a sideboard. All right, there's your bear. There's your bear for the morning. We should have sideboarded, right? We should have sideboarded. Actually, do we even want a sideboard? We actually don't have a ton for this matchup. The Seers seem good. Like, maybe go up Seer, go down a Flashback, and run it like that. Oh, yeah, he went to the vets recently. 192 pounds, weren't you, bud? 192, you big boy. You're such a big boy. That sounds fine. Yeah, bear is our sideboard plan. Bear's our sideboard plan. So is this deck too OP? Ooh, so, okay. I will say, so here's one thing I know about Commander. So the Earth King's a cool commander. The deck, I think, at a glance, looks like it does fit into a low bracket, just based on the rules, from what I can tell. One thing I'll say is, especially if you're playing in a play group or in an area that doesn't play a ton of sweepers, just playing a bunch of mana dorks and ramping into a commander that ramps is a very powerful strategy. Like, if your meta is not very... yeah, we're just gonna kill this. If your meta is not very wrath heavy, then I could see how that deck would play much stronger than its bracket would suggest. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, I think it's more the play pattern. There's certain archetypes in Commander that tend to just like punch above their weight, if that makes sense. And we're gonna play this, see if our opponent, ooh, no killing. All right, what is our opponent doing? Why are they not they just got a handful of pump spells and no creatures to pump? Opponent passes. Well, I mean, yeah, this is a little greedy, but I think it's worth it. Play the Maze Mind Stone. We could leave up the Molnir and just make sure they don't like haste in something and smack us for a bunch. Oh, opponent, are they on the level up Stormchaser's talent plan? They might be on the try to level up Stormchaser's talent plan because they are just doing absolutely nothing. What's your pack one, pick one for Urza's block draft? Start Dark spoilers at 1 Eastern. So an hour and a half from now, we will be watching Star Trek spoilers together. Found it, thanking. I don't know about Pure Muscle. Did you draft around Death to our enemies? I've tried. The problem is, like, it's a card that seems powerful in Limited, but the problem I always run into is a lot of my decks in Marvel Superheroes are just very creature heavy. So I drafted Death to our enemies, and then when I go to build the deck, I'm like, I have like 4 spells or something. There's just no way I can trigger it enough to make it work. So it takes a very, like, you need to draft it early, I think, and specifically focus on building around it and like picking stuff that will trigger it. If you do that, I think it can be very good. But just like picking it for value to play in a random deck, I have not had much success with that. Have you considered revisiting Haunt the Net? Ooh, Haunt the Network Death to Our Enemies sounds sweet. Man, Haunt the Network seems like it'd be good too. Would you be okay with playing against an arena commander like Oyamortok? I don't know who that is, but probably. I'd have to read the actual card. Most of the arena, some of the arena only commanders just go too far. Like the Rampy Bear thing, like that card, I don't really like that card. Whatever the polar bear that like does some insane ramp. So some of them go a little bit too far, but then a lot of them I think are fine. We ever see you at a EU Magic Con? I know Phil Tomer and even Krim are going to be in Amsterdam. Would love to eventually meet you and Richard one day. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. So I heard a rumor, now that Tomer's getting married, that he might try to do his wedding like the weekend before Amsterdam next year, so people could go to his wedding and then go to Amsterdam. So there's some chance that next year will be the one. I actually have to like get a passport and do it. I'm not a traveler. I'm a stay at home and play Magic, so I actually have a lot to do to get ready to go. But yes, I would like to make it to an EU Magic Con at some point. Do we even Thor? Is it even worth it? Like we could just Thor. Thor get the Burst Lightning? All right, let's do it. I mean, might as well play the Thor, exile the Burst Lightning, pass the turn. Our opponent's doing just literally nothing. Yeah, so if you are going to Amsterdam, Phil, Tomer, and Krim are there, and they're going to do Commander Clash live in Amsterdam. I believe Vince, Pleasant Kenobi, is going to be joining them for the 4th slot, since Richard or I or Morgan couldn't make it. So yeah, I think that's, I want to say Saturday noon-ish, 1-ish, something like that. So if you are in Amsterdam and you want to see the guys, they're also doing some meet and greets and stuff. I do think I'm going to Atlanta. I'm planning on going to Atlanta at least. So I should be in Atlanta later this fall. Spoilers, 1.5 hours from now, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So we have an hour and a half of playing some Magic, and then we will watch some spoilers. Have you ever tried the Clover format? Hey, what's up, birds? Commander with 60 cards, all uncommons, and you get to have 60 cards, all uncommons, so you get to play 4 ofs? Is that correct? Like, you get to play play sets? Well, I mean, that last one was kind of a freebie. I don't know why our opponent kept that hand, but game 1 felt good. You need to try Storm and Standard with the new Reducer. Wait, what Storm are we talking about, Tobias? Not the green. That's one of the downsides of having so many versions of the same characters. When you say you should try Storm and Standard, I'm like, which one? Oh, your pack. Let me see this pack 1 pick 1. All right, pack 1 pick 1 for Urza's. Wow, look at those reprints. let's see. What would I pack one, pick one? So I don't have a lot of experience with this format. Sleeper's Guild seem bad. Rancor I know is good. The rare is horrible. Rack and Ruin, probably not. Parch, Parch might be in the running. 2 damage to a creature or 4 damage to a blue creature. I mean, it's not great, but it's removal. Ostracize, like a creature-only discard. Yavimaya Sign. Look at that art. Is he getting chopped down? Are they sawing him? The tree looks pretty happy for getting sawed down. 4/4 for 5. 4 mana 3 or 5 mana 3/3 flyer, pay 3 on tap. You have my Granger ramps and fixes. I know Thornwind Fairies is actually busted. So I think what I would pick is probably Thornwind Fairies. I think Thornwind Fairies is very strong. Like, pingers are very good in old Magic. 1 damage to anything. It gets in guaranteed damage to your opponent's face. Creatures weren't as big back then, so it actually can snipe not a ton of creatures, but a decent number of creatures. So I think I would probably take Fairies as my first pick. Other cards in the running would be Rancor, and Parch feels bad, but it's the only real removal spell. So those would probably be the 3 cards that I'd be looking at. But I think I would just take Thornwing Fairies. So chat, the other thing we're going to find out this week is we are going to find out what in-universe sets we're getting next year. So we don't find out about Universes Beyond until like November or something, but they're going to announce all the in-universe sets. So I'm very curious, what do y'all want out of the in-universe sets next year? My expectation is, I'm guessing we get like 2 Return ofs and 1 new plane would be my guess. We're going to try this on the play. That would be my guess, is 2 returns and 1 new plane. It seems like they really like Return ofs in the UB era, since they can do all the nostalgia bait stuff. So that would be my guess. So let me ask you this first. Here's question number 1. Ooh, tablet's not bad. Here's question number 1. You have to pick a plane to return to. What would you pick? I actually did a long time ago, Jeremy Michello. They did, for a whole year on Moto, they did a different flashback draft each week. I believe it was each week. Maybe it was every other week, but something like that. And I did every draft format. This was like a long time ago. Opponent's gonna braid our Maze Mind Stone. All right. You would like to see no return to planes. Interesting. I feel like that's unlikely. Alara is like number 1 for me. Duskmourn would be cool, but I think returning to a plane that's already in standard seems tough. Like, I think they will return to Bloomburrow soon. It's hard for me to imagine them printing another Bloomburrow before the first Bloomburrow rotates. Same with Duskmourn, right? Yeah, Ravnica, I feel like they kind of... Hey, what's up, Timmy? Thank you for the kind words. I feel like they kind of... Oh, man, we need our land destruct. Okay. So... Well, let's Tablet of Discovery. Make a treasure. Find a land, play the land. I mean, we gotta blow up the tablet, right? I think we gotta blow up. Return to Kamigawa would be cool again. I'd be down with that. What else would I like to return to? Streets of New Capenna, but done right, would be cool. I feel like, I don't know if I trust them with Streets of New Capenna, though. Like, a Cops vs. Robbers plane would be sweet. Maybe things have changed enough that they do a Cops vs. Robbers kind of plane now. But I feel like the modern era of Magic is so mass markety. I don't know if they would. Yeah, I think it's awkward to give them a land, but this kind of puts them down 2 lands. So I think it's worth it. Plus, it's a basic out of their deck for the future, which is some upside. This deck probably only has like 1 basic. If you're playing 1 or 2, if you're playing 4-color, you really can't afford to play that many basics. As long as they don't hit us with the discard our hand, that would be very bad. All right, looks like we're gonna dodge. Opponent passes, we untap. We draw Lindblom. Huh. I kind of want to make the wizard, but I don't want my land to get countered. You know what? If they counter our land, that's fine, sure. Would you like to counter our land, opponent? Lindblom token. What about this? So yeah, oh, Ikoria would be a good one. Yeah, first time with the stream on YouTube, which is kind of awesome. Yeah, I guess we just do it. Play the Maze Mines Tome. Death to Enemy seems pretty sweet. Like, we finished it in 2 turns, made 4 treasures, snipe our opponent's face for 7. That's actually not bad. Like, for just doing what we were gonna do anyway. Oh my god, it's a lightning helix. Yeah, we could burst lightning our own thing, but we're not gonna do that. That seems bad. Well, hit you down to 13, get a Maze Mines Tome. And yeah, let's just pass the turn. Oh no. We have a new subscriber, but I missed it. Who was the name? It's Mega Magikarp for the 30th month. Welcome back to the Fishbowl in Hunter Basqua. Hey, how's it going? I like your Reddit posts, Honor. Yeah, I will say, Honor, I don't always agree with your takes, but I do appreciate that you have a very consistent track record of putting things out there for the community to talk about, and I really like that. So thank you for the I missed it 14 minutes ago, man. I'm getting used to the YouTube thing. I apologize. $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I'm more hyped for Star Trek compared to The Hobbit because Star Trek is likely to be more ambitious and innovative gameplay-wise. Thoughts? I actually mostly agree with that. I think that is... I expect The Hobbit to be fine, but just like a slightly worse Lord of the Rings. Like, that is my expectation for that set. Not expecting it to be innovative. Like, they know that Lord of the Rings works, so it makes a lot of sense that they would just run back Lord of the Rings, but it won't be as good because it's a smaller set. They already made the One Ring or whatever. So my expectation is a solid set that's just like Lord of the Rings 2.0, not quite as good, but people still like it. Star Trek, I think, has a much higher chance, oh, there's Improv Capstone, to be an innovative set. The Mega Magikarp, welcome to the Fishbowl. Do you know the difference between the USA and a yogurt? If you leave a yogurt alone for 250 years, it develops a culture. Very, very good Mega Magikarp. Very good. Hey, Raging Goblin, I've tried to stay cool. Thank you for the resub for the 15th month. Yeah, it's going to be like 105 here today or something. If I play this, what counters do I have to worry about against this deck? Can we just run this out? Like, if we can resolve this Improv Capstone, how do we lose? We can pay for a No More Lies. You know what? I think we just go. We just go for it. Can it resolve, opponent? I'm sure it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Ooh, Consultant Star. Okay. Opponent's going to do a little digging, a little desperate digging. See if they can find an answer. They need to find a negate, and No More Lies doesn't do it. They can't cast it 3 steps ahead. That means most of the counters they could have can't actually be cast right now. Opponent finds a card. Resolves. Price of Freedom. I think we sniped that little steam vents over there. Well, now it feels like it should be hard to lose. Hey, Vince! What's up? You're doing the Commander Clash Live thing in Amsterdam, right? How are things, Vince? Welcome to our first YouTube stream. We're YouTube streamers now. Apparently, we've become YouTube streamers. I'm very excited to be streaming on YouTube, actually, because YouTube, we've been on YouTube for so long that I feel like there's people that maybe would be interested in the stream that just never have found it because of Twitch, if that makes sense. So I hope it's convenient. What else are you doing this weekend, Vince? Do you have a lot of responsibilities in Amsterdam, or is it going to be a fun weekend? You never know with MagicCons. Is it like a work trip or a pleasure trip? Usually some combination of the two. Well, let's start with this Maze Mines Tome. Another Price of Freedom and an Avengers. Okay, more land destruction. More land. Oh, we are going to get them good. All right, Improv Capstone and Improv Capstone. We'd also take a Thor. A Thor would be nice. All right, Tablet of Discovery. That's good. Avengers Disassemble. How many basics are we playing, opponent? How many basics are we playing? Let's hit that water. I think it's hopefully 2. Do they have another one? So Mountain, Plains, and none? That is a traditional number, I think. 1 mountain, 1 plains. Oh! Oh, it's happening. It's happening. and we mill a Thor. We will play the Thor. Might as well get that down. And opponent scoops it up. Wait, is land destruction a thing? Is there a land destruction deck in Standard? Oh man, could you imagine how sweet it would be if there was a land destruction deck in Standard? Oh, I would be so thrilled. How things been, Vince? How goes the grind? Yeah, Twitch ads are rough. That was a sweet game. So I think our sideboard plan for control is bring in Fin Fang Fooms, bring in Return the Favors. I don't even know if we want Hexing Squelcher. I don't know if it's worth it. And then we go down, probably Seer, Burst Lightning. Avengers Disassemble is funny. Like, it seems bad to leave in an Anger of the Gods effect against control, but blowing up a land, I feel like, might make it worth it. I think we just maybe try it like this. Keep the Abrade to blow up Tablet. Bring in all the Return to the Favors. Blow up some lands. We're on YouTube now! It happened. It actually happened. Cannot wait for Star Trek. I cannot wait for Star Trek spoilers, because I do not know. Usually when there's a set, I feel like I have a pretty good idea what the set's going to be like. Like, even Marvel superheroes, even though I'm not a Marvel fan, it was more or less what I expected it to be. Star Trek, I got no idea. I got no idea what to expect from that set. I'm hoping for AoE with Spock, fearing Marvel superheroes with Spock. Yeah, let's just play the Maze Mind Stone. We could blow up a land. I think we just get on the Maze Mind Stone. We can hold on to the Price of Freedom in case they play a tablet. We can blow that up instead. Found it. Shattered Sanctum and passing. Well, let's do some scrying. We are going to need to find a Ooh. All right. Oh, we probably got to keep that, right? That is our end game. Yeah, we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it. We're going to keep it for now. It's way in the future, but I think it'll be worth it. Well, let's play the Biblioplex, and yeah, I mean, death to our enemies. Are we countering this one? Please no. We kind of need those treasures to ramp an Improv Capstone. All right, opponent's going to Flash Freeze. That is fine. Edge of Eternities is like one of my favorite sets. Well, not of all time, but of like the last couple years. I really like the vibe of VOE. I mean, I don't even think this is a Ponza deck, but it feels kind of Ponza-y at the moment. Like, it's supposed to be a big red deck, but it's playing more land destruction-y than I would have expected. Ugh, all right, sorry, Fin Fang Foom. I love you, buddy, but you gotta go by. We're just gonna scry again, I think. Actually, that's silly. Let's just draw. We whiff on lands. Well, let's tablet. Alright, so opponent brought in all the counters. Well, we're both missing land drops now. Opponent does not hit a land. Well, let's scry, see if we can find a land. Oh. Man. I feel like Return the Favor is one of our most important cards in this matchup. But we need a land. We gotta put it to the bottom. We gotta hitting a land drop is more important at the moment. Okay, there's a demo. Ooh, demo field. Demo field actually kind of great. So I think let's do it like this. 1 and 2. Demo field. Blow up your Great Hall. 2 basics. We know the number. We know the number. The numbers do. This also fins the deck that makes it slightly less likely for our opponent to draw another land. Opponent gets a mountain. We will get a mountain. And I think we just wait. I think we wait. I think we just wait and finish the Maze Mind Tome here. Oh. Oh. Well. Well, if our opponent's going to consult and let us know that there is no counter spell, then I think we Price of Freedom and blow up the Watery Grave. Get that last basic. Oh, maybe in hand? Basic in hand? Oh, all right. Opponent got their last basic. Well, we will pass the turn. Opponent untaps. No blue mana. 3 Avengers disassembles in hand. Opponent pass. Oh my god. Opponent passing. Oh, this one might be over. This one might be over. This one might be over. Maze Mind's Tome. Keep that mountain. Well, we will just Avengers disassemble. Blow up that dual land. And they scoop it up. And they scoop it up. And they scoop it up. Okay, I might love this deck, actually. We might have accidentally built Ponza in Standard. I didn't really expect this to be... I didn't really expect this to be a land destruction deck, but it is playing very much like a land destruction deck. Oh, so good. So good. Oh, so chat. Yeah, so the Cleansing Wildfire upgraded, except you can't target your own stuff. It's upgraded when you're targeting your opponent's stuff. Yeah, I thought about playing Zao, the really bad Blood Moon guy, in the sideboard, but it kind of gets blown up by our own Avengers Disassemble. So chat, here's my next question for you. This week, we're getting spoilers for those 3 sets, right? Reality Fracture, Miko, like the little shark. Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super, thank you. The Fin Fang Foom's in the sideboard. The Fin Fang Foom is specifically to bring in against the control deck. So, like, we do have a Ponza E plan. So I guess that matchup is just especially good for it. Here's my question, chat. So we're getting 3 sets. We're getting live on YouTube. First time ever. We did it. Yes, we have spoilers in an hour and 15. So here's my question. We're getting spoilers this week for Reality Fracture, Hobbit, Star Trek. Which of those sets, chat, are you personally, I don't care if people give you crap for it, I just want to know what you think, are you most excited for, and which are you least excited for? So there are 2 distinct chats, but if you're watching the stream, they should be merged. If that makes sense. So you should see chats from both YouTube and on Twitch. It's merged. It's supposed to be merged together. So hopefully that's working the way that it's supposed to. Hobbit or Reality Fracture? I'm really excited for Reality Fracture. I'm probably least excited for Star Trek, but I feel like Star Trek could win me over depending on how they do it. And then Hobbit, I just expect to be fine. Like Hobbit... It's hard for me to see how they mess up the Hobbit, but it's also hard for me to see how the Hobbit ends up, like, my favorite set of the year. Like, it seems low ceiling, low floor to me, or low ceiling, high floor to me. Like, it's hard for me to imagine it not being good, but it's hard for me to imagine it being great either, if that makes sense. Yes, okay, so we figured the chat is merged. Well, that's what took a while to get going, was figuring out how to merge the... That was my one concern. Like, I was like, I can just stream on YouTube, but then I can't see what anyone's saying. And the whole reason I stream is so I can talk to y'all. So I was a little worried that would be an issue, but we're good. So hopefully from this point forward, every stream should be on both. Double demo field, eh? Yeah, we're on the draw. We'll keep this. Anthony F., welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super, thank you. The Price of Freedom. It's a good card if we can find the ability to actually cast it. Opponent. Overlord of the Baelmerk. Oh boy. Oh boy. Zombify, how much of a basic believer do you think this person, Danielle Pronto, is that the name of someone who would play a lot of basics? I guess we're gonna find out. Let's blow up this Restless Cottage. If they're straight Golgari, they probably have a decent number of basics. Well, another Thor. All right, pass the turn. About it. Well, we have the Avengers disassemble, so that's kind of fine. We're not gonna die. Dredger's Insight to do some milling. Do you enjoy all the ignoring we did in the test room? Y'all were great at ignoring, I gotta say. Way better than I expected at ignoring. I wasn't that confident in your ignoring ability, but you guys, you nailed it. You nailed it. I was very impressed. How do we do this? So I guess we just blow up the swamp? Blow up the swamp, let them play the second Badger Mole, and then Avengers disassemble? Chill with the basics. Aye! That's a lot of basics. That's a lot of basics. That is an unfortunate number of basics from our opponents. Seth, they have a foil alt art Bowmasters, and I don't play with it because it's too evil. With the Hobbit coming up, should I sell it or hold it? I expect that the prices of the reprints will drop. Even, oh, come on, Noah Boroid, Bloodheart Engine, that's fine. Get in with that Badger Mole Cub, that's also fine. Opponent unimpends. So, we can't really Thor yet, so we play this. Let's see if this leads to a concession. It might. Avengers disassemble. 2 damage. Blow up a land. You got another one? Wah! Infinite basics. Infinite basics over there. And then what's this thing do? Beanie keeps fail 1. Pay 5, sack it, reanimate something. Oh, there's a Gault. Okay. Well. In that case, I think we just got to kill that. And then we'll figure out how to beat this Overlord of the Baelmerk in the future. Opponent untaps. Ah, oh, so many basics. Wow, they scoop it up. I was not expecting them to scoop it up. Didn't you ignore? I ignored the test stream so hard. I spent probably 15 minutes ignoring it. Have you seen or tried the new Scarlet Witch combo deck? The infinitely loops Sorceress's Scheme. I haven't seen or tried it, but I can envision what what it would be doing. Like, so because Sorceress's Scheme makes some mana, you can just loop it infinite times with 2. What's the finish? Like a storm finish? Storm Dragon or something? I don't know what the finish is exactly, but yeah, that sounds sweet. I just love Magic. I've loved all the sets so far this year. Each have hit different levels of interest. Oddly least excited for the Hobbit, but mainly because the fear of the pricing war. Yeah, I was noticing that the Hobbit prices are already really expensive. Oh, Limblumber Thorn. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it does sound sweet. So opponents like Golgari Graveyard? Let's Ghost Vacuum Soul Guide Lantern. Is this a Torpor Orb kind of matchup? Maybe? It might just be Torpor Orbs. The land destruction seems not great. We might actually just go down the... Like, I don't think running them out of lands is realistic. So I think we go down the price of freedoms in this matchup. The Mjolnir's good. The Sears would be fine. We can probably go, like, maybe go down the Flashback. Just run it like that? I don't know how we squeeze in the Sears unless... I don't really want to cut Maze Mind. You know what? Let's go down 1 Maze Mind Stone. And up 1 Seer. Run it like that. Do you think this means Arcane subtype is going to get more support in the future, or is it just for looks? 100% just for looks. I think it's... I don't know Marvel enough. Some Marvel fan can probably explain. So, I imagine... there's some flavor reason that the one card had to have Arcane on it for Marvel purposes. That's my guess. Is it's just a Marvel thing? I don't think it means... I think they'll use it like that in the future. Like if there's a card where for flavor reasons... do we even play... Yeah, I guess we play it. If there's a card that for flavor reasons it makes sense to make an Arcane, I think they'll do it. However... Ugh, alright, I guess we just gotta Sear the Badger Mole Cub. However, I don't expect us to get like an Arcane set or something in the future. I'd be very, very surprised if we got like an Arcane set. 40 common wild cards for 80 gems in the store. I heard, I don't know if anyone else saw this, I heard that they're gonna start selling singles on Arena through the daily deals. Like they're just gonna put singles in there and you can buy them. That actually seems kind of sweet. Opponent gets back a land, but we are going to get rid of Massacre Worm. You get to gain some life, sure. That is fine. Opponent gets and hits us. Well, play the Mountain, play the Torpor Orb. Torpor Orb does shut down Thor's ETB, but I think that's fine. He said, I loved your World War Hulk deck, so I played it a bunch. I realized that it's soft to counters. So I thought about it, and when Golgari added 3 Zombifies to reanimate Golta, I think that is actually a great plan. I think that is actually kind of the perfect plan. Like, if you're worried about your big things getting countered, just being able to reanimate them after they get countered seems like a really, really solid way to solve that problem. We might die to this Professor Dalian Fel. Ooh, Burst Lightning. Ugh. So do we just let this happen? I guess? And see if we can beat the Emblem somehow? Ooh, that's gonna be tricky. So we let them Emblem, and then we Burst Lightning. And now we Burst Lightning to kill it. And hope they can't gain too much life. Alright. Found it. Oh, no. Not looking good, not looking good.
Mediocrity.
Not looking even a little good. Oh, we do not have. We might be weak to Planeswalkers. We might be weak to Planeswalkers. Opponent passes. So what is this? When a artifact or creature. So we can exile other stuff. So let's get rid of the prop. I guess we just need to ramp into Improv Capstone. More Ghost Vacuums. Too many Ghost Vacuums. Well. Oh, and then they get in with this. We're also not hitting land drops, which is awkward. So now they double Emblem? I think we just scoop. I don't think we can win from here. I don't think we can beat 2 Professor Dalian. Like, it might last for a couple more turns, but I don't think there's any way we actually beat 2 Professor Dalian Fel emblems. Yeah, Dalian Fel really cracked the 2026 Planeswalker design paradigm. Like, the ability to ultimate it right away is kind of wild. Like, the 1-turn ultimate changes pretty much everything. It really does. Do we want to change it? Ah, man. So let's get hit Dalian Fel. Doesn't kill it. But maybe it's better than a Braid. Like, what are we even abrading against this deck? Just a creature. Yeah, all right. Let's go down the Abrade, go up this year. And hope they don't draw Professor Dalian Fel. That's our main goal. 1 hour. 1 hour until spoiler season. I don't think Arcane was relevant back in its day either. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Here's the final Urza's Block draft deck. I drafted 2 Tinkers, but never got a target. Ooh, there. Tinker is busted. It is busted. Double third. I mean, that actually looks. Ooh, Covetous Dragon. Covetous Dragon seems risky. That might be Wait, Damping Engine. Damping Engine's brutal. Oh. It looks sweet. It looks sweet. You got some good flyers. Like, when in doubt in a limited format, draft a bunch of flyers and some removal, and you usually do all right. Is Dalian Fel better than Jace the Mind Sculptor? I mean, based on how Jace has performed in the bracket, maybe. Jace has got to be one of the biggest losers of the bracket so far. For being, like, an iconic, super well-known card. We get down the Torpor before the Badger Mole, which is nice. For being such an iconic, well-known card, it just has not performed well in the bracket. Uh-oh, they're looking at the Torpor Orb. Land? Ooh, we needed a land there. That's not good. Assassin's Trophy to give us a land? Heritage Wreck, okay. All right, not good. How does Splice even work? So Splice essentially... opponent gets a Badger Mole. So Splice essentially, when you cast the spell, you reveal the Splice card, and you just kind of add its effect to the arcane spell that you cast, if that makes sense. Come on, no Dalian Fel. How about no? Okay. Well,
I'll make short work.
we're gonna do this again.
I have life essence to spare.
What is our way to answer Dalienfell? Do we have another card we could be? Oh man. Whiff on lands, pass the turn. Ultimate's Dalienfell. Zombifies an Overlord of the Baelmerk. Oh no. Oh no. Well, now we draw land. Not looking good. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. So play the land. Yeah, I guess everything just lives for a turn. Death to our enemies number 2. Maze Mind's Tome makes them try. I mean, we're just going to try to set up to do things next turn. I don't know if it's going to be enough. It probably won't. They get this Overlord of the Baelmerk to trigger. But we got double death to our enemies. Opponent takes out, burns us, gains some life, up to 26.
Turns poison.
This Overlord's a problem. It's a problem. But Thor is coming. Thor is coming. Opponent going to get in. Mill some cards. Finds a spider manifestation. Wait, is that an avatar? Ah! It's an avatar. Okay. Finds nothing. Do you know when the summer sale starts? It was supposed to drop this morning. It should be any time. Normally the arena updates like by now my time, like between 11 and noon Eastern. So normally it would have happened by now. So I expect it'll just be popping up any moment. Been running Golgari Sibsig in standard. All right, opponent is at least playing into this Avengers Disassemble. I mean, we're still kind of dying, but we're going to have a nice turn here. Like, we put it to the bottom. We draw another Thor. So if we do this... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we don't have enough to double Avengers Disassemble. So I guess we need to... play Thor. Avengers Disassemble. Blow up your land, 3 to each creature. Trigger Thor to kill the Professor Dalienfell. Death to our enemies. Finish off the Overlord of the Baelmerk and hit your face. I mean,
This was a dead end.
that was a good turn. I don't know if it gets us back in the game because we still got the emblem to deal with. There's still another Overlord of the Baelmerk coming, so it might not be enough, but that was a very good turn. Opponent untaps 5 lands. Durazes sees another Thor staring back at him. Not a Dalienfell. Please, not a Dalienfell. Just stop drawing Dalienfells. Zombify the Overlord. Sure. Well, let's do some scrying. Avengers Disassemble. Is that enough? That kills one of them. Yeah, I think we keep it. I think we keep it. So opponent unimpends the Overlord. We draw the Avengers Disassemble. We really just need to draw a spell off this Maze Mind's Tome. Something to trigger the death to our enemies. Anything to trigger the death to our enemies. Ooh, it's a land. Okay. So playing the land, Avengers Disassemble, blow up a land, kill an Overlord. Oh! Oh, out of forest. Out of forest. We ran him out of forest. We ran him out of forest. Get it in. Actually, no. Let's stand E. Let's stand E. Let's stand E. Pass it. Wait, if we get back in this game, my God. If we get back in this game, opponent. Combat. I mean, we can... Doesn't even attack? Doesn't even attack? Okay. Passes. Burst lightning. Oh my God, that's huge. Okay. So 1, 2. Let's Maze Mind Stone, gain some life. Draw a card. Another death to our enemies. Maybe death to our enemies is actually good. Let's go to combat. Hit you with the Thor. Down to 16. Death to our enemies. Hit you with the Thor. Pop the other death to our enemies. Kill the Overlord. And we still have a Burst Lightning. Oh my God. Oh my God. Opponent's gonna duress. In response, kick a Burst Lightning. Wait, how are we in this game? An opponent scoops it up. Oh, cool. Oh, goodness. Oh, good. Did we break it? Did we break it? I mean, that felt like a game we had no business being in, let alone winning. Bro, I got auto-rejected. Wow, what a game. The deck was actually, that was actually very, very sweet. Very sweet. Avengers Assemble is really good. Yeah, I've enjoyed this deck so far. Got auto-rejected for even Petco. It's getting ridiculous. I'm so sorry, Mega Magikarp. It is like, it seems like just such a horrible time to have to be looking for a job. The horror stories, I feel so bad for you. I feel bad. But that visit for my friend's office and government work was productive. The state has way more resources for me than I thought. May still need to hit you up for collection, but seem less likely. Well, that's some good news, Mega Magikarp. At least there's some good news coming out of it. Yeah, Thor is like way sweeter than I expected. All right, under an hour until spoiler time. We are almost there. We are almost there. Yeah, so the thing about Death to Our Enemies is the treasures are tapped, so you can't really, like, pop off with it all in one turn. But if you think about it, like, you're paying with time a little bit, but in a deck that has a lot of non-creature spells. 3 mana for 4 treasures and 7 damage. Oh, so close. 3 mana for 4 treasures and 7 damage is actually a very, very good rate. Like, I think it is kind of a good card. Do you think a new cube is coming to Arena? Wait, there's a new cube coming to Arena? I didn't hear about that. It's not a test stream, it's a real stream. We did it. Now let's play the land pass the turn. Oh, opponent. Alright. Badger Mole Cub shenanigans. Oh, so many improv capstones. We need some ramp. We need some ramp. Bloom. Oh, Bloom Tender. Okay, this might be a combo. Do we kill this? Yeah, we're gonna kill it. We could try to wait in Avengers Disassemble, but I think it's worth just getting rid of it. Well, playing the land. You know what? Let's do a little check here. Let's see how greedy you are, opponent. How greedy are you? Blow up that starting town. Ah, I was hoping it was the mythical 0 basic deck, but no, opponent does have a basic. What kind of new cube would I want? I mean, I like the... Okay, so this is the combo deck, right? This is the Splinter Twin deck. I know this deck does not play many basics. I know they do not. Wait, because we played this deck. How many basics did we play? Hang on a minute. Where is this deck list? Jolly Balloon Man combo. One. You know what? We're gonna assume that's correct, and we're gonna spend an Avengers let's see if this is correct. Blow up that plains. 1. we trade by the net deck. Oh, all right. Well, it is not one. It is more than one. Opponent plays Badger Molekup. Gonna Earthbend on their Verge. More than one basic. That's kind of like cheating, honestly. Now we're down in Avengers Disassemble. I really thought we were going to get a Stone Rain there. Opponent, Flood Farm Verge. And Storm Channel. Well, I mean, the second Avengers Disassemble is going to be decent. We are missing our land drops, which is awkward, but blow up the White Source. Sweep your board. Come on. 2. The number should be 2 then. Okay, the number is 2. They added one more basic to the deck. All right. Sweep the board. Get rid of the white. Opponent draws more white mana. And Nurturing Pixie. Gonna pick up the Relic. We might actually lose because of that wasted Avengers Disassemble. Opponent, Crouching Relic. I mean, I'm trying to cut him off. Opponent's not making it easy, though. Well, we finally draw land. So let's Price of Freedom. Blow up the White Source. This deck is way more Ponzi than I thought it was going to be. Play the land. Okay, we're slowly working towards Improv Capstone past the turn. About it. Forest. No white mana. That means no Balloon Man. Opponent. Nature's Rhythm X2. Probably to get a Badger Mole. Man, if we can draw one more Avengers Disassemble. So opponent gets a Badger Mole. We kill the Badger Mole. Come on. Avenger Disassemble number 3. How about number 3? Well, okay. Land past the turn. 2 basics. Opponent's on the 2 basic plan. I was hoping 1, though. Unfortunately, it was more than... So opponent's going to get back their Boomerang basics. Start doing those shenanigans. We might just kill the Pixie. Are they going to pick up the Relic? Interesting. Yeah, I think we just kill the Pixie. Well, 2 more mana, and we get to the Improv Capstone. And once you get to the Improv Capstone, anything can happen. Opponent draws some cards. Hits us for 2 down to 14. Well, Tablet of Discovery actually is kind of great. That is 2 more mana. We mill a Lindbalm, which we will cast to make a Chump Blocker. Play the okay, well, next turn we get to spin it to win it. Is it enough? Hey, what's up, Tuga buddy? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you, opponent. Another Badger Maul. Gonna do some Earth Mending. Lots of mana now. Levels up. Okay, this Improv Capstone is going to determine the game. We need to hit the sweeper. We need to hit the sweeper off the Improv Capstone. Or at least a way to get rid of the Badger Molekup. Opponent finds even more white mana. And a crowd. Okay, opponent's tapped down. Well, it all comes down to this. It all comes down to this. Opponent draws a card. Opponent gets in, hits us down to 12. Ooh, wait. Maybe we're waiting on the Improv Capstone. On second thought, let's play Thor God of Thunder. We said we needed 1 more Avengers Disassemble, and our God has provided. Oh, Thor. Thor, we are forever. We are forever in your debt. Okay, Board Wrath, white mana God. Thor on the battlefield. Opponent down to 12. Maybe. If this Thor lives, the Improv Capstone probably wins us the game. Opponent, don't kill that Thor. It's fine. They can Boomerang Basics it, but then they're not Boomerang Basicsing their own stuff, and then we flashback another spell. So I don't even know if they want to do that. If they don't do that, though, Improv Capstone is 7. We should just win. Opponent, even more Badger Molekups. Turns on the Verge. And this deck has been way more resilient than I expected, too. Opponent Boomerang's Basics the Relic. Draws a card, draws a card. Draws a card. I mean, I wonder how many white sources even play. Opponent gonna make some mana. Surveillance Cam. Gonna untap their Verge. There's no way they win from here, right? They're way too far away from actually winning, I think. Boomerang Basics, the Sewer Valence can draw a card. Because they don't have the Pixie, they don't have white mana. Gonna make some mana. I mean, I guess they can... Nature's Rhythm at some point. Maybe that's what they're trying... But they need the Pixie, too. They need the Pixie and the Balloon Man. Surveillance Cam is actually very good. It's got the memeiest name, but it actually is very good. I just built this deck this morning. Like I said, I played against someone that was playing a Thor Improv Capstone deck, and I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. So I built my version of it, and this is the first time I've been playing it this morning, and it's worked pretty well. Opponent land, but not on white. Okay. Nature's Rhythm for 4 to get a Bright Glass. Okay. I mean, this should be, unless we get incredibly unlucky with Improv Capstone. Actually, no. We can't even get incredibly unlucky, right? Opponent's got no mana, so they can't interact with our Thor. That looks like game. Opponent discards the hand size. We draw another Thor. Well, I mean, Improv Capstone. Thor, 7 to the face. Spin it to win it. Into a Braid. Blow up your Bright Glass Gearhulk. Into Price of Freedom. Blow up your Multiversal Passage. Pew pew. Thor says 4 more and... No. 10 a.m. Pacific. 10 a.m. Pacific, Aramis. So 45 minutes. 1 p.m. Eastern time. It's when they do the weekly MTG stream. So the normal time that they do the weekly MTG stream. This deck's been great. It's actually been just straight up great. I'm running out of positive things to say about it. It's just like actually been great. Torpor Orb seems insane against them. Pretty sure they just actually can't beat a Torpor Orb. The Land Destruction plan actually seemed kind of good. Favorite Star Trek, Captain Spock. I love Captain Spock. Beam me up, Spocky. My knowledge of Star Trek is minimal. I remember there was that Breaking Bad scene where they did like their fan episode. I remember that. Something about pies being beamed. Pie eating contest in space, something like that. Is Star Trek worth watching? Is it Dog a Myth for the 86th month? Welcome back to the Fishbowl. What's up, dog? Thank you for your subscription. Big subscription. Thank you. Do you think is it worth watching? Like, should I? So a lot of times when there's a new UB set, I try to watch at least a little bit of the whatever the IP is to know a tiny bit about what it's about. Like I watched maybe 3 Doctor Who episodes. Avatar kind of got me. I actually watched all of the Avatar show. Not the like new ones, but like the 3 seasons of the animated show. That one got me. I tried to watch a Marvel movie. It was what I expected. Not really my jam. But Star Trek, I don't know if I'm going to try to watch some Star Trek. So I know there's a ton of it. What would I watch if I wanted to watch Star Trek? Like go back to like the 60s or something? Like do you just go back to the originals? Is that where I should start? Or would I know they still make them, right? There's like modern versions of them that they're still making. Let's try it like that. Wait, what is the Rick and Morty episode about Star Trek? I must have seen that one. Star Trek Next Generation is great if you skip the first season. Star Trek Deep Space Nine is good all the way through. Deep Space Nine. Okay, so that would be my, okay. Is that the one, who's like the head actor in that? Is that the British guy? Yeah, let's just play. I think we just play Lindblom. I mean, we got Avengers Disassemble, which seems like our best card in the matchup. Opponent, Cryogen Relic, sure. Well, playing the land, pass the turn, double Thor. Starmort Return. Starmort Return of the... Their names, I forgot how ridiculous their names were. Let me see what season this was on. I'm sure I must have seen this episode, unless it's from like the latest season or something. Badger Mole Cub. I think we just let it live. Yeah, let's let it live. We're planning on sweeping. We're planning on sweeping anyway. So Cryogen Relic, pick it up. Yep. Oh, that's a. I guess I didn't realize that was a Star Wars spoof. Interesting. I definitely know that episode. So opponent passes. Well, okay. Slight bad news, opponent. We're going to Avengers disassemble. Blow up your Badger Mole. Blow up a land. So far we have not lost, dog, and we have almost flawless victory, people. So I have absolutely been. It has worked way better than I was thinking. It's actually worked really well. Opponent land. And I guess a Gear Hulk here is kind of annoying. Yeah, I've been shocked. I mean, I figured I'd like it because we're like blowing stuff up and like casting big flashy spells, but it's actually felt really oddly good. Opponent. Badger Mole Cup number 2. And another Cryogen Relic. Gonna draw another card. So opponent should be down to what? Oh, there's Improv Capstone. Opponent should be down to... Should be down to 2 basics. So 1 left. I think we demo field. Blow up the starting town. Maybe they got a basic in hand and we get a little strip mine action. That would be the best. All right, opponent's got the forest, sure. So there's our last basic. Then we will burst lightning. Get rid of the Badger Mole Cub. And pass the turn. Hope we don't get combo killed. Opponent. Bald British man. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. How's it YouTube? Hey, it seems like it's going good. How's it looking on YouTube? Is it working? I'm curious, like, if you were someone that was watching the stream on Twitch, are you gonna switch to YouTube now? Like, do you think, which do you prefer? Which do you prefer for watching a stream? Are you a Twitch or a YouTuber? Oh, do I have the deck? Yes, I can, hang on. Did I forget to update it? Let's see. So I don't have a QR code, but here is the deck list. Let's see if this works. Let's see if it updates for everybody. I don't know if it works for YouTube or not. Hey, all right, it'll work on Twitch at least, but that is the deck list that we're playing at the moment. Tablet's actually a pretty good draw here. Yeah, let's play the tablet. Oh, punish for the greed. Punish for the, I wanted to land off the tablet, but we could have played around Spell Pierce. Maybe that was a punt. I don't know, was that a punt? Do you think that was a punt? No. So the plan isn't to move to YouTube. So right now we're streaming on both. We finally got it set up. So the stream is on YouTube and it's on Twitch. I just want to give people the option. It wasn't a goal to move off of Twitch as much as just to give people more places that they'd be able to watch. In part because Twitch is pretty addy, in part because Magic views on Twitch have came down a lot from where they used to be, and in part because we do a lot of stuff on YouTube already, so I felt like maybe it'd be convenient for people who are already like subbed to the YouTube to just be able to, oh, I can check out a stream now or whatever. Found it, untap land. Gets in, it's us. Down to 19. Oh, So opponent gets the combo. Huh. So we can play the Thor. Exile the Burst Lightning. And use that to disrupt the combo? Is that our best? Hey, what's up, Dogamyth? YouTube version. Well, it seems like people like having the YouTube option, so... Yeah, who would have thought? Severin Olive on YouTube. When has that ever happened before? Huh. Yeah, I think we do it. Let's play Thor. Wow! God. All right, opponent. Came packing all the hate in the world. My goodness, counter spells for days. Brody L and Ben Breedlove, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Big Super Jeffrey, thank you. Thank ya. Oh, about it. Yeah, we might be in trouble now. We might be in trouble. I still think that was a correct play, but we could Mjolnir. Mjolnir is an answer to the combo, but Thor, get back Burst Lightning, that still answers the combo. And it lets us untap with a Thor, potentially an Improv Capstone. The problem is they can just Mockingbird this Bright Glass Gearhulk. They have way more counters than I was expecting, honestly. Opponent brought in a ton of counters. All right, opponent's going to Mockingbird, copy the Gearhulk. Do some more tutoring. Yeah, I feel like things might be slipping away. Perhaps slipping away. Wow, we haven't lost yet. This might be our first loss. Yeah, I figured the discoverability might be nice, just because people already follow Goldfish on YouTube. Tablet of Discovery. How can we do this? So I have 2 Storm Chaser's talents. So we can Tablet of Discovery, take 1,000,000. Oh, we gotta play Thor, right? We gotta play Thor. All right, I mean, play Thor. See what happens. It turns out our best plan for winning this game is winning this game. Let's get the Burst Lightning. If they can answer the Thor, then we're basically dead. But hopefully the Burst Lightning can disrupt the combo. And then if we untap and get lucky with Improv Capstone, we could just win. All right, now we're probably dead. So kill the Pixie. Thor the Otter. Opponent has a shocking amount of interaction. Good lord. All right, sure. All right. I'm surprised. I don't know how they can combo off and have that much interaction in their deck. I don't think they can. They might have sideboarded out the combo. There's just no way you can bring in that much stuff and still have all your combo pieces. 30 minutes till we find out what this Star Trek set is about. It's kind of funny. I've been keeping an eye on the views between the two. Twitch is at 346 and YouTube is like 312-ish. So they're actually kind of in the same place. Opponent's playing Jolly Balloon Man combo. So I guess we need another Seer. Go down the flashback. Let's try it like that, maybe. Yeah, let's try it like that. Yeah, they're doing Jolly Balloon Man combo. Or at least that's what it looks like. We haven't actually seen the combo, but Star Trek fandom is definitely huge. So this came up on the pod, and I'm very curious. Yeah, the plan is going forward. Oops. The plan is, so we stream, if you're on YouTube and you haven't been on the stream before, we stream every Tuesday around this time. That's the current schedule. And the plan is that every stream will be on YouTube along with Twitch going for... Oh. Okay, chat, can I have your permission to keep this hand? Can I have your permission to keep... So this is a hand. Mathematically, we will likely lose this game because we only have 1 land. However, if the top card of our deck is a land, we know our opponent's only playing 2 basics, the odds of us getting a flawless victory with this hand are actually very high. Like, if there's a land on the top of our deck, it's going to be really cool. It's going to be so good. The odds are, okay, do we actually, all right, hang on. All right, let's see what the math says. We'll do this proper. All right, so 53 cards in the deck. 23 are lands. We're going to be drawing 1, and we need to hit 1. Chances. It's literally like a coin flip, right? Like 43% yes, 56% no. I mean, we got to keep it. We can't give up the chance for the flawless victory. I will accept us losing the game. I will accept us losing this game if we don't draw the land. It's fine. I'll accept. Like, the ceiling of getting a flawless victory in Standard is high enough to make up for the downside. Plus, if we don't draw another land, we can just scoop. But I will say, if I was trying to win a Pro Tour, I would not keep this hand. But we're trying to have fun on YouTube and Twitch. Come on, land. Ah, yes. Oh, Magic God. Oh, don't use Spell Pierce me. Don't use, yes, get that land out of here. Get it out of here. Into another, oh, yes. It's all coming up us at the moment. Oh, Punit, Badger Molekup. Do you have a Badger Molekup? What a good card. That's a good card. Scariest creature in Standard, maybe. But I have bad news, opponent. I have bad news. Oh, this is brutal. Blow up your forest. Sweep away your Badger Molekup. Basic number 2 out of the deck. All right. So that should be all the basics, right? Pound it. Tap land. Well, let's... Okay, how do we do this? How do we do this and play around Spell Pierce is a question. I guess we can just play it slow. Like, what I would like to do is Tablet of Discovery into Price of Freedom. But if they have Spell Pierce, that's really bad. We can also just play a land and just Price of Freedom the starting town. All right, let's do it this way. Let's do it the demo field way. So demo field, this guarantees that we blow up a land. And then if our opponent Spell Pierces the price of freedom, yeah, no land for our opponent. Well, okay, moment of truth, opponent. Moment of truth. Oh, no Spell Pierce. No Spell Pierce. Your go, opponent. Oh, they had a basic in hand. Tablet of Discovery. Can we mill a land destruction spell? No. We mill a Maze Mind Stone, which we will play. And a Great Paul of the Biblioplex. Oh, this has been a brutality. Opponent untaps. Storm Chaser's Talent. Sure, that is fine. Makes a little otter friend. Doesn't have any lands to play. I wonder how that happened. Freedom. Oi, freedom. Oi. Blue or white, chat? Blue or white? Do we need to do a poll? Blue or white? Island or Plains? I think it's Island. Actually, the correct place is just Improv Capstone, right? It's gotta be. All right, we will find, Limbalm. Okay, cast that. Death to our enemies, cast that. How about another Tablet of Discovery? Cast that. See, chat, if there's one takeaway from this, chat, it's that you should always keep the one-lander, and it'll always work out. LSB told me that. John Finkel told me that once. Always keep the one-lander. It'll work out every time. Kai, that was what Kai told me. Found it, Boomerang Basics. Please don't actually take that as your magic lesson for the day. If you watch the videos, you know that that's not true. When it works out, it feels great, and when it doesn't work out, then you kind of feel like a fool. But Mountain to the bottom. We have all the land. I mean, this game should end pretty quickly now. I'm impressed that our opponent's sticking it out. Now we get to do a little wizard burning improv capstone. Death to our enemy triggers, burn you down to 18. How about another improv capstone? Sure, spin it again. Spin it again. Burn you down to 17. Oh my god, that's a Thor. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Okay, we're not gonna cast the Torpor Orb. I should have done it in the other order. I clicked in the wrong order. And about it scoops it up. Yeah, that's what Patrick Chapin's book was about, right? I'm pretty sure that was the first chapter. Always keep the one-lander. In big, bold letters. Subtitle, Trust the Magic Gods. Well, I kind of love this deck, I will say. I'm kind of loving that. We're about to rank up out of Platinum, too. I'm one match away from Mythic and Limited. I'm literally, I played my last draft, I'm seriously one tick away. So close, so close. One land, one keep coming through. I think we can sneak in one more. We should be able to sneak in one more match before spoilers. And then after spoilers, I gotta do more spoilers. Yes, I'm excited for Patrick's new book. A hardcover's coming. I'm getting the hardcover, so I can keep it on my coffee table. That I don't actually have, but 25 minutes till spoilers. I'm actually not even sure how much they're gonna show us. So these are the set doesn't release until November, so these are like the super early spoilers. I'm really not sure if we're gonna get a ton of cards, a couple cards. I don't know what to think. Writing a book would actually be I do like writing. One of my college majors for a while was creative writing. How often would you say you play MTGF stream? Are you clocking like full-time work week of just arena? Chat, may I have your permission? Just think, chat. If we just draw lands 2 turns in a row, then we got him. So part of my job is playing Magic, obviously, but then there's more to it than you got to make the deck tags, you got to write the articles, you got to post everyone else's articles, and keep wrangling the cats, so to speak, like that. You got to do that kind of stuff, but a lot of it is playing Magic. And especially now that I've fallen in love with Limited, I actually play a decent amount of Magic outside of what I do for content as well. Like, it's kind of normal for me that I'll like record all day and work on like an Against Odds or whatever, podcast Against Odds all day. And then once I finish the video I'm working on, be like, I got time to do a couple drafts. I can do a couple drafts tonight. Or I get up early, like I'm an early riser, so I'll get up at like 6 a.m. and be like, I can sneak in a draft while I'm drinking my coffee before I got to do real work. So I play a lot of Limited outside of, being able to ramp an improv capstone is pretty nice. As long as we don't just die to a Badger Mole. Found another Llanowar Elves. And so what Green White Gearhulk looks like? I don't know if you saw this. I was browsing YouTube yesterday, and I noticed Crim over on the Command Zone channel, and they were doing a draft, right? They were drafting band cards, which I wanted to watch because I really like the drafting structure for like a podcast. I've been trying to sell the Goldfish Crew on doing it. We haven't done it yet, but I want to do fantasy draft, like for a podcast where you like, instead of doing a tier list or something, you just go around and do like a fantasy draft of whatever cards, and that's how you rank them. So they're doing a fantasy draft of band and commander cards. I was like, oh, there's Crim's doing it. I'm gonna turn this on. I didn't watch the gameplay. I was watching the draft part. So you can ban any band. I won't spoil too much. Oh no, that Aboroid's gonna be the death of us. It's gonna be the death. Yeah, I don't think we can beat this Aboroid. So I turn it on. So here's my buddy Crim. I love Crim. I love Crim. He said they're drafted. First pick, Leovold. Out of all the Black Lotus, Ancestral Recall, Time Walk, all the band cards in Commander, Crim first picks Leovold. Okay, I could get that at least. I could get that, right? I could at least get that. Like, It's a very strong commander. And the gimmick was they got to build decks out of the 5 banned cards they drafted. So there is an incentive to take a banned commander, because that's going to be a banned card that you see every single game. It's always in the command zone. So Crim doing Crim stuff. But then his second pick was Temerian Fiends. He was like, oh yeah, I'm going to take an anti-card. And Josh like starts to write down contract below. Oh yeah, draw 8 for 1's pretty good. Oh, Crim's like, no. I'm taking Temerian Fiends. Temerian Fiends. Literally. Like somehow, I feel like Crim managed his second pick, arguably the least powerful card banned in Commander. Like if you were going to do a reverse draft of trying to draft the least powerful cards on the Commander ban list, I think that Temerian Fiends would probably be very, very high on the list. Although his logic for it was hilarious, because if you don't know what Temerian Fiends does, Temerian Fiends, it's an anti-card, and you can exchange control of Temerian Fiends with an artifact in your opponent's graveyard, I believe, and that effect lasts permanently. So the idea is you actually steal. Here, let me pull up Temerian Fiends. The idea is it was actually brilliant. It's a Homelands card. It's this card. So if you're playing for Andy, you pay 3, sacrifice it to bury an artifact. So destroy an artifact that any opponent owns in your... To bury target artifact that any opponent owns in your graveyard. Temerian Fiend goes in your opponent's graveyard. The change of ownership is permanent. This effect may ante an additional... An opponent may ante an additional card to counter the effect. So I think what Crim's idea was... I think that Crim's idea is that he could use this to steal the literal power 9 forever. So Crim was so next level... that they're doing this banned commander draft, and his thought was, oh, all the rest of them are going to take like Black Lotus. This says I get to steal the card forever. I can take Temerian Fiends, and when someone else plays their Black Lotus, I will steal it, and then I get a Black Lotus. Greatest idea ever. It was so good. It was so good. Oh, I love Crib. Crib is so, if you ever watch Always Sunny, there's that one episode where Charlie's like, he's like the wild card. I forget what they're doing. It might have been the gas one where they're trying to like sell gas out of barrels on the side of the road or whatever. But Charlie, he's just like the wild card through the episode. That is Crim. Crim is the wild card of my goldfish life. you never know. You never know with Crib. Well, we got a lot of ramp. Hopefully we ramp into something good. That is a gas one, right? Found it, Verge, and Gene Pollinator, sure. Sure. Well, playing the land past the turn. Boroid. A Boroid's still quite a card. Found it, Starting Town, and Spider Manifestation. And Insidious Fungus. Well, let's kill Spider Manifestation. Still a little worried about a Boroid. Price of Freedom. Well, let's play the land, Tablet of Discovery. Don't mill anything good, please. Oh, I milled the best thing. All right, let's blow up this Starting Town, draw a card. We kind of wanted to be able to cast that, actually. Avengers Disassemble would have been super helpful. Seth, if WotC ever invented a parallel... Death to our enemies. A parallel version of the major formats, like Standard or Modern... but with the 4-card rule removed, what decks are you building with any number of copies? And before you go too crazy, 4 lands, 56 Panharmonicons is not a good idea. Also, Oops All Colossal Dreadmaws is banned because it's obviously busted. Yeah, no one's beating that. Oh man, speaking of no one's beating that, that might apply to us in these Aboroids. How can we do this? Can we do this? Man, is a Boroid gonna end our win streak? I think it's gonna end our win streak. Maze Mind's Tome. Well, blow up a land. Come on, Seer off the top, please. We need Seer off the top right now to kill the Boroid, or else... Oh, that's not a Seer. Yeah, it's too late. As a red deck, we don't have a way to kill the Boroid. All right, maybe we can sneak in one more before spoilers. So what deck? That's actually a really interesting question. So you go back to the old rule, which was actually the rule in the very beginning the very beginning of Magic, right, there was no 4-of rule. You could play any number of copies because they figured at the time the game was so new that it wasn't really practical and there was no internet to buy cards from or anything. So it wasn't practical that someone could get a, 50 Black Lotus stack because it would just, no one could get 50 Black Lotuses. The game was so different back then. So if you brought back, yeah, I mean, I don't even know if that matchup's that bad. We just really need to hit a sweeper and we didn't hit any Avenger disassembles. 60 Chancellors of the draws. Would that work? So you reveal 7 in your opening hand. That's 21. So that would be banned. Like you would just have to ban that, right? Because that is auto rule turn 0. Yeah. Let me look up the actual date. How long did it last? Okay, so it was like the first 6 months basically of the game. It started in 1994, and the game launched in 93. So it was in the very first months. There's actually here's this. Let's see this Facebook post. When Magic first released in 1993, there's no 4-card limit. The deck size limit was 40. Garfield assumed that an overwhelming majority of players would never own enough cards for the limit on copies to matter. Once the game became successful, players quickly realized that playing 10 Channel, 10 Fireball, and a mix of 20 Moxen, Black Lotus, Taiga Forest Mountains would consistently win games on turn 1. The infamous the Channel Fireball combo came from that. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'd look for outside of like the Chancellor of the Dross win. I would probably just be looking for some sort of combo that happens quickly and you can make super consistent by playing a bunch of copies of your combo piece. That seems like an easy way to abuse not having the playset restriction. Oh, I want to say that Card Market actually did that. Wasn't there a Card Market video where they played any number of copies? I feel like or maybe it was someone else. I swear the 60 Chancellor, I saw a video with the 60 Chancellor meta and someone finding a way to beat it, which was also hilariously janky. Maybe that would be, maybe that'd be a fun video for me and Richard. Should we do a video on that? I'm actually kind of curious what would happen if you could play, maybe if we did it with the standard restriction, like what would be the most ridiculous thing? What would be the most ridiculous thing that you could do if there was no playset restriction in standard? Yeah, maybe I'm gonna have to think about it, Cam fan, but maybe we try to do that as a video because that actually sounds kind of interesting, and that would be different than because I feel like Card Market already kind of did it with the older cards, but if it was limited to standard, that would make it different, and it would be a different answer than what other people have ended up with. I will pitch it. I'll pitch it to Richard. See if Richard likes it. I'll see if we can do it. Well, all right. Let's Tablet of Discovery. Man, we are holding on by a thread. Make a treasure with that to our enemies. It'd be nice if we could mill something we could cast. Burst Lightning would be sweet. Sweep would be even sweeter. Avengers Disassemble would probably just end the game. All right, Price of Freedom's fine. Blow up the Bossing Say, not dealing with that. Get another counter on our Death to our enemies. I mean, the Death to our enemies can clean stuff up next turn if we get one more non-creature. Death to our enemies has actually felt good in this deck. Like, actually kind of good. We might be Thor flooding though. Well, actually no. We can do it with Limblom, can't we? All right. We'll just hold on to the Limblom. I guess we can just Limblom, Death to our enemies, and then Limblom to trigger the Death to our enemies. In Standard, I think you go Boomerang Basics, Talent, and Islands. Is there anything in Standard where you would only play one card? I'm kind of curious if there's any Standard card where it'd be worth just playing a single one. Labrador for the 32nd month. I got fired this month. Oh, I'm sorry, Labrador. I got fired this month, so it's a perfect time to play some Magic, I guess. I hate AI. I'm sorry, Labrador. Oh, that's Avengers disassemble. Oh, I'm not happy about that, Labrador. I'm happy about this sweeper being drawn. Man, it seems like, is it just a rough time for everyone in the job market? There's multiple people that have been in the stream for years, and just the last few weeks or months, talking about how hard it is to find a job, how they've lost their job. Like, it's not just one person, or like, I feel like this is becoming a thing, and I feel like that's not good. Like, that's not, it's not good for the people, but it's not good just in general that's what's happening. Wrecking, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. Well, no bossing saves for you, opponent. Also, no board for you. Let's do that. And then 7 to your face. Death to our enemies. Down to 13. How about no more basics, Johnny? Johnny the basic believer over there. Johnny Forest, Johnny Swamp. Ah, another one. All right, opponent is a believer. Is a believer in the base. It's like playing against Tomer. Actually, I think we hold on to this for our future death to our enemies triggers. I mean, we got the Thor come in. Like, Thor at this point is going to be insane. I feel like this deck might actually just be kind of good. Like, actually kind of, sort of good. Well, let's... Do we just play the Thor? Yeah, let's do it. We can play the Thor. Get the Price of Freedom. Price of Freedom. All right, opponent. How about no more? No more basics. Hit you for 2. Make a treasure. They probably have removal for Thor, but as long as it's not the end would be hilariously bad for us, but as long as it's not the end, that's kind of fine. Because we can Limb Balm in response, hit our opponent for even more. Bitter Triumph, alright, so Mana Siege. Spend our treasures, burn you down to 10. And I think we actually just, man, this is actually a pretty fast way to close out the game, because I think next turn, just Burst Lightning, Kicker, Death to our enemies, just finishes it, right? That should actually just end it. Plus, we got a million more Thors that we can cast if we need to. 10 minutes till spoilers. So far, we have seen 1 leak of a legendary Captain Kirk that cares about spaceships. So we have gotten 0 official spoilers. 8 minutes from now, we will be watching together, though. What's with the wildcard sale in the shop? They're doing some new things in the shop. They're going to be selling singles through some singles through the daily deal page in the shop. Apparently, they started wildcarding. Yeah, I can we'll call it after this game, and I can pull up the. All right, opponent scoops it up. So maybe. Oh man, can we finish it quick? Can we finish it quick? Maybe we can finish it if our opponent's going to scoop right there. The 1 leak we've seen. So let's go 2 Seers, down 2 Maze Mind Stones, run it like that. This is the one card we've seen. Oh, it's on Scryfall, so maybe it's not even a leak at this point. And it's from the Commander. It's from the Commander precons. It's the one where it looks like Captain Kirk's kind of taking a dump. Even Captain Kirk said that. Even Captain Kirk himself said that. 4 mana 3/4 vigilance. Spacecraft creatures you control get +3/+3. Whenever enters or attacks, search your library or graveyard for a basic land or the Starship Enterprise. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. Yeah, we got Avengers to assemble. We will keep this. All right, can we turbo out a win before spoilers? We're stopping for spoilers. Like, if spoilers start, we will call the game there, and we will go watch the spoiler stream. That's a priority, but we might be able to finish this off before then. He actually posted, when the card first came out on Twitter, he actually posted on Twitter I can't remember. It was so boomery. It was hilarious. It was like, oh, how did he put it? He was like something about he looked like he hadn't eaten his hashtag special K or something. He wished they had used better art because it looked like he hadn't eaten his, I don't know, some boomer cereal that I was like, oh, I think my grandparents eat that. Spoilers in 6 minutes. 6 minutes till spoilers. Now play the land. Yeah, I think we just disassemble. Blow up the bossing say. Get rid of the spider manifestation. Yeah, he found a way to like sneak a little sponsor bid in there. In his defense, I think someone tagged him, if I'm remembering it right. Like someone tagged him and were like, "Hey, you're on this magic card. What do you think of it?" And then he like quote tweeted it and responded. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I mean, that's one of the upsides of UB, right? Like, you don't have Will Shatner talking about how he didn't need a special K on his magic card if there's no UB. You gotta look on the bright side. Badger Mall. Okay, sure. Pound it, getting in. Hit us with the forest. Down to 19. We find Maze Mine's Tome. Well, alright. Let's Avengers disassemble. Blow up a land. Kill your Badger Mole. Yeah, Avengers Assemble's great. It's so good. It is so good. Oh boy, we're on a clock. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm gonna pull it up. So, oh, there's a Boyroid. But we have this here. So we're not dead yet. So we can play the land. We sear the Aboroid. We play the Maze Mine's Tome. Oh wow. They actually have. They have some art up. We see where we're going. Okay, that's not exactly the outer space I was hoping for. So what, is this multiple eras, chat, or is that all one era? Can we close this out before the spoilers start? We need lands. That's a burst lightning. That's not a land. Yes, no new matches. That's fine. We draw Lindbalm. That counts. So let's Mana Siege. Make a 1/1. Lindbalm. I mean, next turn. Next turn we get the Improv Capstone. And Improv Capstone should end it. Opponent land. Germination Practum. If they had creatures, that would be great. We draw a card. Tablet of Discovery. We untap. We scry for a land because a land ends the game. Can we find an untapped land? It's a burst lightning to the bottom. And mountain. Avengers disassemble. That's fine. That's fine. So we will play the Tablet of Discovery. Mill. Okay, Lindbalm's actually sweet. Play the Mana Siege. Maybe we just win with these wizards. Play the land, pass the turd. Okay, we have... We have how long? 2 minutes, 20 seconds. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Opponent passes. All right, what's our most efficient way of doing this? I think we play Thor first. I think we start by playing the Thor. Thor gets Seer. Play the land. Seer the Llanowar. Hit your face with the Thor. Ping you with the wizards. Opponent down to 14. We will pass the turn. We got it. I think we got it. I think we got it. Opponent. Practum. Not doing anything. It turns out that the paradigms that require other things are not as good as the ones that don't require other things. Opponent Badger Mole. Gonna do a little earth bending, but they're staring down a Thor. They do not know there's an improv. They got to be able to kill the Thor. If they don't kill the Thor, they die. If they do not kill the Thor, they're gonna die. Maze Mine's Tome. Draw a card. Finish it off. Gain some life. We find a price of freedom. Oh god, Improv Capstone. Well, spin it to win it. Spin it to win it. 7 your face. Opponent down to 7. Opponent down to 5. And Thor, we find, okay, Lindbalm's good. Another Thor. hit your face, ping-ya, and this deck is actually kind of awesome. This deck is actually kind of awesome. I might be doing a video of this deck too, actually. That went so incredibly well that we might also be doing a video. Because that went great. All right, I'm gonna turn off the audio. And it is time. It is time for spoilers. It is time for spoilers. Perfect timing, too. We finish it off. 30 seconds to go. All right, chat. Are you ready? Are you ready to find out what a... Yeah, you can hit the adventures. You can hit the adventure lands. Also perfect timing. Yeah, this for our first ever YouTube stream, this went kind of perfectly. All right, so once this starts, we're just gonna have to do a little audio check. So let me know if it's super loud or if you can hear us both. But here we go. Let's see what Star Trek's about.
Hello and welcome to
Blake.
an incredibly special weekly MTG.
There's Blake.
We have an amazing show for you today. It is
I would say that's a solid
first
like
look at.
That's a B.
Gathering
That's a B.
Star Trek.
High B, Blake,
so,
maybe.
What is a
I think
first
he's
look?
a
Why are we
Trekkie.
doing this in July when the set comes out?
Yeah,
much
we
later
started
this year?
YouTube streaming
well,
back in.
every
How's
year,
the
sometime
audio
around
between
now,
me and Blake? Are we all right?
Distributors, stores have to start putting in their orders, and we like to let them know a little bit more.
let us know a little more about Star Trek, Blake.
so they can kind of make their decisions.
I want to know
know
more
what?
about
As a
Star
bonus,
Trek.
You get to see stuff too. So we're going to show a bunch of stuff
The deck is sweet.
from the upcoming Star Trek set today. We're going to preview cards. We're going to show booster fun. We're going to talk about the headliners. We're going to steal some cool moments from the show's history.
All right.
And we're going to talk about all of that with two fantastic
I feel like this-
guests here.
Ooh, Gavin and the Beard.
I will note.
Who's the Beard?
You may be out in the world right now. You may see Gavin or me on an airplane or in Amsterdam. We're pre-taping this because you're seeing this right before MagicCon Amsterdam, and we're flying or somewhere in the world at this point in time. But we wanted to make sure to get this out for all of you to enjoy. So to do all this taped, we have Gavin and Tom. Why don't you tell us
Tom.
real quick?
I don't think I
you
know who
worked on
Tom
the
is.
set, and give me a little bit when did you fall in love with Star Trek?
Yeah, so hey everybody.
Yeah,
my
I'm
name's
glad
Gavin
we got it
Verhey,
set up,
principal designer on Magic
Jeremy.
the Gathering.
I've been working on it
I
for
was
a
lead
minute.
designer for the set. I started working on the set years and years ago. It's been a long time
Man, my
coming.
beard's gonna
but in a way, I've
look
been
like
working on
that
it
in
for a
another
very long
15
time
years,
because I fell in
hopefully.
love with Star Trek when I was about 6 or 7 years old. I was watching some episodes of the original series with
I
my
swear
dad
Gavin
on
loves-
our old little tiny TV, and it became a
I swear, Gavin. I think Gavin, Epperin Gunter, welcome to the Fishbowl. Big soup cheer for you. I swear, I feel like Gavin might be the Crim of Wizards, where it seems like Gavin just loves everything. I feel like no matter what UB it is, Gavin has some attachment to it and loves it.
I'm Tom Jenkott. I'm the creative director for Booster Fun and Secret Lair Drop. Unlike Blake and Gavin, I'm live, so I don't believe what they're saying.
We pulled
You're
that off,
live.
if
Yeah.
anyone's guess.
Yeah,
I've
that's impressive.
watched like everything Star Trek, but I'm definitely an original series guy. Some of my favorites are, the Devil in the Dark, the Ultimate Computer. Taste
I
of
wonder, do you think
Armageddon,
they
these
ever-
things where they
I mean,
deal with,
Gavin.
societal,
Gavin is honestly the best part of Wizards at this point. Like Gavin,
I'm-
if I ever did a WotC employee tier list, Gavin would be S tier at the very top. Like literally, I think he'd be my number one favorite Wizards employee.
It was just kind of a dream, and I may have done too much. I may have
Absolutely
put
not.
too
No.
many
So
cool
this
things
set,
in
this
there.
set, and
Too
we're gonna
many
get to, we're gonna
cool
get to it pretty
things. You
fast.
can't have too
This set
many
has some
cool
of
things,
the
Tom.
coolest collectibles that we've ever
Collectibles,
created.
eh?
And we're gonna get to those pretty soon. But,
Collectibles.
to do that, first I wanted to
I want game pieces,
start
Blake.
by talking about the captains. I mean, the captains really kind of define the eras of Star Trek.
Okay, how many?
And so we are going to start with a pair of
right.
preview cards for
Here we go.
captains. And there's only one place for us to start. It's with Captain James T.
Captain James T.
So,
Kirk.
Gavin, why don't
Mythic.
you start us off talking a little bit about the design of Kirk here?
Okay, 3 mana 2/2, red, legendary human officer. When it enters or attacks, choose one. If you have no cards in hand, choose one or more instead. Discard a draw, create a 1/1. Creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of
And when
turn.
his back is up against the wall, when you're out of
Is this
options,
card
that's when you get to do
good?
all of them, which I think is quite fun. One thing I'll note on this card in particular
So
is
3
on the
mana
first mode is
Rummage.
discard a card, then draw a card. But the
3
drawing card
mana
is not
officer
contingent on you
token's kinda
discarding.
unique.
So if you're out of
So
cards,
3
you actually
mana,
just go
2
up a card.
2 and a
Yeah,
1/1,
really strong.
or-
So when his back
this
is
card's
against
gotta
the wall,
be-
when he's battered and beat up, like in that
If the card had haste, it would be busted. Also, what is he eating? Is he eating a wafer? Is that a wafer? I swear, when I was a little kid and I went to my great-grandparents' house, they had these very disgusting, I don't know, I think of them as old people cookies that were like wafers and kind of tasteless. Is that, oh, it's to keep him regular. It all makes sense. He didn't eat his wafer and then it led to the other card. I see. I didn't know there was so much constipation in Star Trek.
And I've personally held one of those Surge cards, and oh my god, they're gorgeous.
If this had haste, it would be busted. I still think this card is probably good. What do you think of the set symbol? Oh, wait. Captain
We get
Catherine Janeway. That looks like a photo almost. Captain Catherine Janeway, I don't know who that is. 4 mana, 2/3, legendary human officer. You may play an additional land on each of your turns whenever it or another creature you control enters. That creature explores.
You know, and on the Voyager,
I mean, additional
lost,
land,
constantly exploring,
and then the
we
explore
thought,
hits
what better
lands
place
that
to
you
bring
can
back
use to make
Explore
your
than
extra land
now,
drop.
Explore was something we actually tried throughout the whole set.
Bad Ice Still Explorer, still a good card.
We kept it on exactly Janeway.
Bad Ice Still Explorer as far as standard. I think it's slightly worse than Ice Still in standard. But this card still has a lot of uses.
It's a pretty good engine as well. For
Explore makes sense flavor-wise, right? It makes sense flavor-wise. Also, we got a nice cup of coffee going.
As soon as we saw,
Might go in my guy in his garage eating a sandwich deck. I'm saying the coffee. The coffee, I think, means it qualifies.
It was going to be a frame. Right?
That card it's very
And
good.
it
Very
just
good in
really
Commander,
works
for sure.
perfectly
Very good in
here.
Commander.
It-
In Standard, like I
it's a perfect
said, we got Mole Man, we got
Also say,
Ice
when
Till.
we saw both
I don't know where it
Uncharted
fits
Token and
in that.
Catherine
Like,
Janeway here
honestly,
is
I think what
officers and
people
creature type.
overlook is, yeah, the border. I don't know. I kind of like it. It looks like a 80s DV, like the VHS case to me or something. Like the vibe kind of works.
We're
I
going to go to a
think.
video. They're going to show you some headliner cards. We're going to come back and talk about it. So let's take a look at
I think the thing people miss about.
something very cool,
Oh.
and then we'll talk more about
Oh
it.
wait, here we go. Captain James T. Kirk. Oh, they're doing friggin' sign cards. They're doing actually friggin' sign cards.
So that's right. For the first time in Magic
I don't know if I
history,
like it.
These are cards
know if
with
I like it.
actual signatures on them.
I don't know-
And
I don't-
Tom,
I don't know if I
you-
like it.
My understanding, you were actually there when they signed them.
You watched
Yeah, I
them.
personally oversaw this.
Give me my
project,
certificate
working
of
all the contracts,
authenticity.
etc. Bringing these cards,
Please, Tom.
to these actors to have.
I don't know. What's your feedback? What's your feedback, chat? Like, is the signature cool or not? I believe the set after Star Trek will be rotation's not till January or February, so it's a few months after that. It is literally a sports cards insert.
He had me hold cards. I guarantee you, a lot of these have my fingerprints on them. Sorry.
They're gonna be.
And he signed them, and then my partner Brian Boyce grabbed them.
Wait, did
like,
they
as soon
say
as
that they're
one
one
was
of
grabbed, he
ones?
Signed the next one. Absolute pros. He's asking.
Wait,
about
did it
Magic
actually say
fans,
they're one of? If they're one
how
of ones,
these
they're gonna
cards
be
would show
insanely
up,
expensive.
All sorts of things. It was a very interesting.
I like the
And
background. I like the spacey
for Kate
background.
Mulgrew, we met her at the Star Trek convention in Vegas.
I guess I'm curious. Like, are these signatures that are hard to get or unique or anything? Like, are these people that you can just go to a convention and have them sign something, or is the fact that whatever Shatner or whoever Janeway is like
We
sign
expect them all to
something?
be captains.
No, we've shown you 2 captains today, and certainly that makes sense for some of them, but they're not all captains.
curious.
There's some other characters that are so iconic,
Hey, what's up,
they had to
Baldy?
get in on the fun too. So do a little guessing game, try and see if you can guess who the other 5 are. If you
They
can,
clearly had to be people who are alive. And
Well, I mean, if you
actors,
open one of
so-
these, they're
that
gonna
does
be worth
help.
infinite.
Yeah, that does help. But yeah, there's some fun ones in there, and I'm excited for you to see them all. And it's
Are
such
they
a
really one of ones?
cool moment to get.
I could see
to
them
know
being
that,
like one of 50
these
or
actors saw
something.
these cards, signed them, and then we put them in the booster pack. So that's just incredible.
Yeah.
About how many of them are there, Tom?
So all in all, there's a little north of 200 of each of these.
Oh, okay,
out
200
there.
of each. 200 of each. So they're like
Okay.
serialized cards without the
Let's
without the
now-
serial
so
number.
Something we don't often do.
Those
at
are still
first
very
look is
rare.
talk mechanics. We usually save those for the debut.
I mean, that is something we've never
but,
seen before.
Gavin, when we were talking about this set, it just became apparent how
Oh, they're gonna be
woven
expensive. They're
into
gonna
the
be
fabric
so-
of the set. I mean,
The question
it's
is,
for
like-
a lot of sets and everything.
is that something that a Star Trek fan will want? Because I feel like that's something that a Magic player doesn't care too much about, but I feel like it might be a
think about
big
Star
Star
Trek,
Trek collectible.
Think about moral choices. You think about diversity of characters. You think about.
I mean,
opening up
200 is
and trying to go
still
out
your odds of
exploring.
opening one are very
And of course, there's some
low,
combat. There's spaceships,
but not as
shooting at
bad
each
as
other,
101.
People, doing reconnaissance missions on the ground. But a lot of it is not that. And Magic is a game that has a lot of combat in it. So how are we going to tackle this? And one of the notes I've heard the most from fans is how are you going to make those things work together, right?
Yeah.
And I want to show you some of the mechanics today to kind of highlight how we did that.
Yeah.
So let's start with one that's returning. That is a great example of a build-up mechanic that makes
US
so much sense for Star Trek, to the surprise of maybe no one.
All right.
Absolutely zero.
So they made
people
Edge
are
of
surprised to
Eternity
see
so they
the
could
Enterprise
make
here.
spacecraft.
Right, so you might spend a
USS
bunch of time
Enterprise USS Enterprise D Galaxy class. I don't know about that name. 3 mana for a 4/5 spacecraft. Whenever one or more charge counters are put on it for the first time each turn, exile top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Station, and then you got up to 7, and you get a 4/5 flying vigilance. Okay.
You're like slowly turning this on over time and getting some cards as you kind of do it.
I mean, that's a
And then
cool
one
design.
of the-
That's a cool design. Being able to impulse draw a card whenever you tap to station something once per turn, but still, like, that actually is kind of powerful. You get this down, it rewards you for stationing by generating card advantage, and then you get a 4/5. Like, I wouldn't play this in a vacuum, but if you have additional spacecraft synergies, this could be a playable card.
You were talking earlier about
I mean, that's not as
how there's a lot of
surprising.
choices
Not as surprising.
and
Good in Prosper?
thinking and so
Is it
how
good
do
in
you
Prosper?
Represent that mechanically.
Could it be
Yeah, we
good in
spent a
Prosper?
long time trying to figure out how to bring that to a Magic the Gathering Star Trek set. And we came along a couple things. I'm going to show you some of them to you today. So the first one I want to show you is something you've seen before, but makes a lot of sense here. And that are these modal choice cards. So in Star Trek, you have a lot of decisions you have to
okay.
make. People are always having quandaries about what they should do.
Is this even a
and we
mechanic?
figured
Isn't
what
that just
better
a
way than to
magic
actually-
card? Set to phasers. 1 mana. Choose one of. Tap target creature, put a stun counter on it, or 3 damage to an attacking creature. Consider the prime directives. That art is actually kind of sweet on there. 3 mana. Choose one counter spell unless its controller pays 3. Tap up to one target creature, put a stun counter. Well, they really like the stun counter
Kind of
mechanic.
represented like a single brain.
They really like stun counters.
Out
Yeah,
loud,
guys.
making intense.
Set
Saying
phasers
and figuring
to
this out.
stun
So,
or
Tom,
kill.
You're playing the set and you're like hearing them.
Consider
in
the
your
prime
head.
directive.
For sure.
Interfere,
Probably
observe.
Not just when I'm playing the set, probably all.
Yeah,
the
those
time.
are solid.
Spock on
I
one
mean, this
shoulder
set's going to
and
be
on
so
the other shoulder,
juiced.
And you're either they're arguing.
Yeah.
My
So
confidence
you'll see a
level.
lot of modal choices in the set. I love that we brought back flavor words to use on them to really show.
I hate flavor words. I don't even hate them anymore. My brain just, if I see italics, I don't read it. I could not name a flavor word on any card because I just UB now UB I just skip it. I don't even read it.
Modal cards in the set. We're like, this is really.
This set's gonna be juiced. I'm very confident this
do
set's
something
gonna
with
be
that.
juiced.
I want to pause you there just because I know where you're going, but I wanted to. I want to go back to the cards because. This I thought was a really good place to pause and talk about, the mix of artists for this.
I mean,
set.
they
You know,
seem like
Zoltan
solid
Gross has
limited
done a
cards.
ton
I don't think either of
Magic
these are like
stuff, and
constructed
Tom, I know you
all
worked with a lot of those artists.
stars.
Yeah, here he is, like doing
But
some of
they
his
seem-
best.
they
So
seem like
it's
good
just
limited cards at a
worthwhile
minimum.
to mention that a lot of classic Magic artists are so excited about
3 damage to an attacking creature for 1 mana. Elspeth Smite? Kind of Elspeth Smite with the upside of the stun counter thing. Elspeth Smite still played exiled, but it's all play.
We see Zoltan doing
3
something
mana
here.
counter
He's
probably
definitely
not
working
good
on other
enough.
properties,
Although,
but
like,
people
the
are
ups-
just
I
really
think-
excited to get on.
I like it a lot in limited, depending on what the format's like, just because the counter lets you deal with your opponent's bombs, but it's a counter spell that's also not dead once the thing's on the battlefield. Because worst case, you stun it, you try to draw another card, hit a real removal spell. So I like the flexibility of it. Nice.
And we came
I like the
with something new
flexibility.
We've never done in Magic before. That is a brand new thing for this set, and that is calling these dilemmas. So let's go to the next card.
Uh-oh.
So whenever you face a dilemma, and you face a dilemma whenever you pick a mode for a spell or ability,
Oh.
so any modal choice card in Magic history,
Oh.
it could be the cards we just
Oh.
saw, like Set Phasers 2. It could be the Kirk that we saw as the first card today.
Oh, God.
It could be Vision Charm from years and years ago. Those
What?
are all dilemmas that you face, and then something happens.
Wait. Oh. I am scared. I will say right now, first time ever seen this mechanic, first card with the mechanic, I feel like that has potential to be incredibly powerful. Like, one of my big criticisms with some past UB sets is they feel like they're on an island by themselves and they don't synergize with the rest of Magic. This dilemma mechanic is synergizes with everything. Anytime that you choose a mode, you get to do the thing. This card itself, 4 mana, 2/4, like, they went a little safe with the stats on it. That is a super sweet mechanic, though. Like,
It says they build, say, a commander deck with 7 of 9.
I can't believe they made a mechanic out
All
of
right,
it.
let's take a
I
look
can't believe
at
they
our
made a mechanic
next
out of it.
preview card. We have
Ooh.
Hoji Sato with
Hoji
that
Sato. I don't know who that
Federation
is.
ability.
4 mana,
Yeah,
3.
so one of the
interest
other
in
things that's
topics.
really important about Star Trek, as I mentioned at the top here, was that diversity of character and species, right? It's about bringing a crew
This
of
guy's
all
eyebrows
kinds of different folks
got an
together
issue.
in one place, and I wanted a mechanic to represent that.
All right, so Federation, when it enters, look at the top X card of your library, where X is the number of creature types among non-Borg creatures you control. Put one of them in your hand and the rest on the bottom in a random order. Okay, so rewarding you for playing different creature types. Honestly, this is going to be better than trying to create a party or something like that.
Counting them all up.
There is a, is it Gyrid? There is a specific legend that's like, whenever you choose a mode on a blah, blah, blah. But that was just a one-off. This is a whole,
Or don't hang out
a
with the
whole
Federation,
mechanic.
you know, so that makes sense. The second is,
Yeah, I guess that's to keep a changeling from letting you tutor,
that was the
essentially.
thing we were pretty careful about, and that's why that's showing up there. There's not a ton of these cards in the set. There's only a handful, but I think it's a good little
I mean, that's a
touch
cool
on top to
mechanic.
Make it feel like
I
you're
don't-
doing something.
I do not like that mechanic. That mechanic's fine. I
building
mean,
a
this
crew
card
and,
is
makes it feel
maybe
very
limited
different from something else
playable.
you've
Yeah,
played
the
before.
card itself is just
So
not
those
very
are
competitively costed, but the mechanics
we are
cool.
going to talk about. But we're not done with preview cards. Not even.
Or mechanics, by the way. Like there are more
There
mechanics
is
in this set.
technically yes. This is the mechanics. I think we're going to touch on something
Can
later.
we just show them everything?
We're going to show them as much as we can. We're not holding back. We're holding back some things. But I thought it might be fun. Again, we've talked about, when you started on Star Trek and what your favorite series is. I thought it'd be fun to go through some of the series, somewhat, not all of them. Again, we're holding some things back. But to go through some familiar characters and moments from the series across time. And of course, we're going to start with the original series. Tom, your favorite. I
don't know.
One of your favorite moments in cards. We're going to start with Highly Illogical.
Highly illogical.
Yeah, I love this moment. I love that
It's a bunny.
Spock not
2 mana, kicker of 2 mana, counter target spell with mana value 2. If you kick it, or 2 or less, if you kick it, counter that spell instead. Is this card good?
Things on cards, things that you want to say if you're playing a Star Trek set.
Yeah.
Highly illogical was a
You know what? You know what would have made this card good or great? If this was 1 mana with 2 mana kicker. If this was 1 mana, counter a spell, mana value 2 or less, kick it for 3 mana total, counter a spell. That would be an incredibly good.
We
Ooh,
have
the
a
salty vampire.
Vampire.
Salt vampire, 2 mana, 2/2 vampire, not legendary. Wow, look at the face on that thing. Look at the hands on this, the sucker hands. 2 mana, 2/2 lifelink. When a creature enters, you look at target opponent's hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. If you do, the player exiles that card, then draws a card. Ooh, so 2 mana ground-bound lifelinking sucker-handed Vendilion Click without flash. Is that not a great card? Unfortunately, so this isn't a huge deal. You can't target yourself to cycle, right? But it does exile, so the card is gone forever. Better than a bat. So, oh man, that's an interesting question. So bat is temporary. The card's going to go back eventually. This is permanent, but your opponent gets a random card right away. I think they're comparable. I think that might actually be better than bat. It might be better than bat.
In the future.
Now
Honestly, the
we
worst
started
design set
talking,
you've ever
favorite
seen.
Series, favorite episode.
Based on the 5 cards we've seen so far.
Stories, which of course
2 mana
Gavin
Thought Knot
listened
Seers.
to.
Except it
Sagas.
gives the card
So
right
one of
away, but
some
that's
that I
another
love
good
are
comparison.
Trying to find ways to represent the episodes of Star Trek through storytelling, and one of the best ways to do that in Magic are
I'm
sagas.
hoping that they do a
So
bunch
in the
of-
main set,
oh,
there are
sagas.
5 uncommons and 5 rares that are 10
Okay,
iconic
of
episodes
course.
from throughout the series history. We're going to show you a couple today. You can guess at maybe some of the
Saga
others.
me, Gavin, saga
but
me.
for this one, it's one of the most iconic shots in all of
so
Star Trek.
iconic. Yeah, this
Amok
episode always felt like kind of 2
time.
episodes to me. I love.
Amok
it's so-
time. I
such
don't
a
know
good
what that's
one.
about, but 3 mana. Saga. It's green. First lore counter. Target creature you control fights up to one target creature your opponent controls. Okay, for 3-mana sorcery speed. Oh, this is an uncommon one, okay. Lore counter 2, gain 3 life. Lore counter 3, turn target creature card from your graveyard to your hand.
On the simple side, and they're actually.
I mean, I love sagas.
Somewhat simple and approachable.
I love sagas.
But there
That
is
one
one
seems
that I got a
kinda
little
mid as far
wacky with
as,
because I just had to.
This one is wild.
As far as
yep.
its ability to be competitive.
All right, let's see our next preview card here. The City on the Edge of
Permanents
Forever,
can't
along
phase it.
with
Permanents can't phase it. Yes. Punish those dirty T-Pro players, Gavin. I love it. The City on the Edge of Forever. 5 mana. All artifacts and creatures phase out. Create a 0/1 human token with permanents can't phase in. You and target player each draw you draw 2 cards and each player loses 2 life. Sacrifice a creature token. If you do, you gain 5 life.
Capture that here, and I really wanted to use the phasing mechanic to do it. And they're like,
card's-
phasing, and we tried a lot of
that
other
card is
things, and
great.
eventually came all the way back to
That
phasing.
card's great.
So you're not gonna
I
see a ton
love
of phasing
it.
cards in this set, but
I mean,
the
this
right
is not
thing
gonna-
because
I don't
in the
think it's gonna be
episode,
good enough for
They
standard.
travel back in time. They mess something up.
Also-
the whole world as they know.
Why does a humans token look like a 60s housewife?
Healer here
Is that like a character from the show? Like, does this mean something, or is this just like a random human?
Kirk
I mean, that
loves
design
Nick
is-
Healer.
the design
Nick
is super
Healer
cool.
Must die. And
That's one of the things and people are gonna get mad about this, but one of the things I love about UB is I don't think this card would exist if it wasn't for Gavin trying to make a top-down design of a specific episode of Star Trek. Like, I don't think we would end up with this card otherwise. I think this is to solve a problem of how do I represent this moment of Star Trek on a Magic card? And there's been a handful of cards like this that I think I really love, and I think would not exist if it wasn't for the fact that they were trying to do a top-down design
artifacts
of
and
a
creatures,
UB
little
set.
temporary board wipe. So
No, you do have to sack. However, if you have another creature token, you can sack that and
in
keep the
set,
human.
and I hope you all enjoy it.
All right. As much as Tom might like us to, we can't stick with the original series forever. Let's take a quick peek around.
I wonder if they
some
go up to, like,
cards
the
for
very modern
next
ones that
generation,
people are like,
starting
eh.
with Dr. Beverly Crusher.
Dr.
here.
Beverly
Yeah,
Crusher. 3 mana 2. Oh, another 3 mana 2/2. Interesting. I wonder if there's a cycle of 3 mana 2/2s. Legendary, white. If you gaining life causes it's a life gain Panharmonicon. If gaining life causes a trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger, it triggers an additional time. Whenever you gain life, put a plus one. Oh man. This is like the casualiest casual card. Oh, people are
very
gonna
popular
life
card.
gain believers are gonna love this card.
And Tom, there's that.
That
L
is-
card
That
frame,
L
yeah.
card
I mean, this
frame's
card's-
so beautiful here.
This card's awesome. I mean, I don't know about the little screwdriver art, like, okay, whatever, but like the actual card, it's a legendary Johnny's Pride Mate for 3 mana. It also is a Panharmonicon for life gain, so it grows twice as fast. I don't know if it's constructed good. It's probably like new player on arena deck constructed good, but in a life gain commander deck, it's kind
our
of
next
wild.
generation
Soul Sisters might be
card,
back. They might be back.
Crystalline Entity. This one's kind of
Crystalline
wild here, Gavin.
Entity.
Yeah, so this is a really iconic moment.
That art's kind of sweet. Like, I wouldn't even know this was Star Trek unless I was watching Star Trek spoiler stream. 8 mana 7/7 artifact creature elemental flying. When this enters, if you cast it, destroy all oh god, jeez, wow. Okay,
Thick. It's a huge board.
wow. I mean, this is huge. This card is very, very, very impactful. Like, one thing that colorless decks struggle with is sweeping the board. You have to play stuff like Ugins to do that. This gives you, it's expensive, it's 8 mana, but colorless deck's very good at ramping. Like, if you struggle to sweep the board, this gets the job done in any commander deck. You can ramp into it in colorless decks. I can even see playing it in standard decks. The only little tiny downside is it's got the if you cast it restriction, so you can't
Next,
blink
we
it,
are
but that
going
card is
to
really
visit
good.
Deep Space Nine with
Really,
our next
really
preview
good.
card. Gavin, In the Pale Moonlight.
Yeah, Deep Space Nine is
In
my
the
personal
pale
favorite of the
moonlight.
series.
5
I love this
mana,
one, and I wanted to
Saga.
make sure it had cool Saga.
Each opponent selects a non-token creature their choice. Investigate. This last one better be good. Investigate. You may sack an artifact or creature. If you do, create 2. It's another uncommon one. I mean, I don't know. The flavor is probably good or something, but this card seems very not good for constructed.
Now, Gavin, you were saying earlier that we're hitting all the TV shows. When you said it,
Oh,
did
boy.
you mean like all the TV shows?
Yeah, we got them all in there. Even the animated ones.
Oh, God.
And here's something I'm very excited about, which is we got Lower Decks, of course, a fan favorite, which is in here.
You're getting some cheering from the booth.
You can't see them. Producer specs are like.
Yeah, the Uncommon Sagas don't
All
seem
right,
that
so
powerful.
we got Brad Boimler, Eager Ensign, and Beckett Mariner.
I don't
Yes.
know who these are. Brad Boimler, Beckett Mariner.
Lower Deck show. And we had to make sure that they were not only in the set, but that they worked well together.
Is he holding an iPad?
we'll start with the
I
one
think
on the
he's
right
holding
with
an
Beckett.
iPad.
Whenever she becomes tapped, she sort of works toward her promotion, but it never quite works out. She gets too close to promotion, and she does something reckless and gets demoted a little bit. Brad, on the other hand,
What is this show? What is Lower Decks? Well, I've never heard of it before. When is Lower Decks from?
station a spacecraft. It helps out those kind of counters.
Yep.
Whenever it
But
becomes
in the
tapped
case
until
of
end of
Beckett
turn, if one
in
more
particular,
counts,
maybe
we
help
put
her
on a
get
permanent you
promoted
can
a
draw.
little quicker than
So it
normal
helps with
and doing
stationing
damage to two
spacecraft.
opponents. So
When it
really
becomes
nice
tagged,
1-2 punch.
put a promotion
And we love
counter on
finding ways for
her.
these
Then
iconic
if there are 3 or more
character duos to
promotion
come
counters
together,
on her,
especially in limited.
remove
You
it, deals
want
2.
both
Oh,
uncommon
God,
cards.
that's.
So
I mean, I
sometimes
guess
in
it's a
draft, in
2-1
red,
first
white, You'll
strike.
just have both of these.
Like,
in
for
your deck,
draft,
and
I guess
think
it's
that's a really
fine.
cool way that these turned out.
Oh, is Star Trek Adult Swim?
Now we also
Was it a comedy?
most sets these days, or a lot of them, we do a special bonus sheet. And these
sheet.
often come with reprints that are not standard legal. This set's no different. But I do love sort of the theming and the whole idea behind these Star Dates cards. So, Tom, what is the
on.
idea behind the
Give us
Star
something to
Dates?
teach Arena
For
Zoomers
this
about.
collection of reprint cards, we leaned into this. Well, first of all, a lot of the properties we showcased the original series and Voyager.
I'm
and
curious.
Deep Space
Do
Nine
y'all
to a
think
cer-
when it
a
comes to
certain
things like
extent in big
this,
ways. But
would
here
you
we lean
rather have
into
them
a lot of
focus
the
exclusively
movies, a lot
on
of
like the 2
different-
or whatever
different,
number of like
eras and
big, super
episodes over
huge
here.
mainstream
We're
series,
showing it
or
in a way,
would you rather have
that
cards
is
from
like,
all the
kind of
different,
a movie poster
all the
style,
different like
little vignettes
smaller
of moments from
properties
from
in
the
the
movie
IP?
or
Like,
scene,
what would you
kinda
personally
tell a full
prefer?
story. And they turned out epic. The one that we're about to show. I don't want to
There it
steal
is.
your
Wow!
thunder.
It's not, there's no
Oh,
thunder to
God.
steal because the thunder's in the card here.
Man, how much do you think this card's gonna cost? So on one hand, Shielder is over $100. This is an insanely good reprint. On the other hand, for my personal taste, it is one of the ugliest Magic cards I've ever seen. This might be like the $50 Shieldred. This might be the $50 version of Shielder, because I just don't think many, like, yeah, if you're a Trekkie fan and you really like the character, that's awesome, go for it. But I think this will be the least popular version of Shielder by far.
Other alternate universes and various nooks and crannies, and I had a lot of fun going back through Star Trek lore and trying to find the alternate versions of characters that
It does kind of look like a baseball card a little bit, doesn't it?
And
I mean,
Khan is a very exciting one. There's all kinds of cool
amazing,
reprints on
amazing
this
value
There's a
reprint.
lot of these too, right?
There's a good number of these, yeah, and you're going to be able to get them in all booster types. All right.
And I'll note the code play one limited.
I don't
by
like
the way,
the
too.
art,
So if
really.
you crack Shola Dread Unlimited, congratulations. It's a strong card. You should take it.
Congratulations, yep.
But they're not standard legal.
No,
Right?
they are
Doesn't
not
change
standard
legality.
legal. Yep. All right. Now, one thing we haven't really talked about is, you hear it in a lot of what people talk about in Star Trek, which is exploring new worlds.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing familiar worlds.
Explore. I want to see the
We
planets. I
haven't
want some space
shown
art.
any lands yet.
Yes.
So can we expect some exciting
If these are
lands
fetch
in this
lands,
set?
I'm gonna
Absolutely can
I'm gonna
expect
be
some exciting
shocked.
lands, especially one cycle of lands
No.
in particular.
No
They're
way.
iconic.
No
they're
way.
beloved.
No way.
And you will find all 10 of them
No.
here in this set. They are, of course, the Shock lands.
Oh.
They are.
We wanted to show off so many different places that you visit, and the set has all kinds
already
of
have
cool
those in
lands.
standard.
But these are 10 iconic ones that are here.
We already
And
have
also,
them.
I know
I
many
mean-
folks have asked, hey, with the change to standard rotation, the dual lands are going to be kind of out of sync. And don't worry, these are coming right at the end of the year, so they'll be fully in this year, and you won't have any kind of strange asynchronous stuff happen with the way the dual lands rotate. But these are some of the best dual lands
I
ever
mean,
made in Magic.
Yep.
They are iconic.
More Shockland's never a bad thing. Never a bad. It's kind of funny because it has literally zero impact on standard. I guess like in the future, once rotation happens in a few years, like if they even do rotation, who knows? Like in the future, it'll matter. But it is kind of funny that we're reprinting lands that we already have in standard currently, but they look fine. They look fine. Like honestly, the art doesn't look Star Trek. Like Sacred Foundry looks kind of Star Trek-y. Maybe Blood Crypt a little bit, but as someone who doesn't know Star Trek, if you told me this Hallowed Fountain was in a secret lair drop, I would believe it.
What
Wow.
about these?
So we leaned into the Elkar's frame.
What do you think
Got
of
rid
what do you think of
like,
this
almost all
treatment?
the text here. We made textless.
Love it-
Shock
love
lands.
it or
The
hate
first
it.
time
Love it or
ever
hate
that
it.
We did this. And I mean, you know,
Man,
whether
they
I tell
love
you the
making
art
special
just kind of,
versions
like,
of Shocklands,
shines
that's for
through here
sure.
in the
So
biggest
amazing.
That's
way.
like the third or
Very
fourth
excited to, like,
special
crack the
MKM
seal
had
on
them. The
this,
Unset
this is
had
the perfect
them.
spot to do it.
I
Well,
feel like
and
I'm
Tom,
missing
again, I'm
one.
looking
There's been a
at
lot of
the-
special
you know, get back to the artists and
Fetchland
classic
Shockland
I'm
treatments
seeing
recently.
Sam Burley. And
Yeah,
Mark
I think
Poole
it
and
looks
see,
good. Like, I
just
like the
really
art a lot.
classic artists. How did you go about selecting?
I like the art on them. The art, like this watery rave art, is spectacular. The breeding pool art, amazing. Like the stomping grounds look good. I really, really like the art on them. The border, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I like that border or not. I'm like on the
Time
fence.
travel thing
I
that we
think
can
it's.
do.
I think I like it,
Multiple
but I definitely
versions.
love the
No
art.
problem.
The art is
The
spectacular.
approach
It's
is-
so
for
good.
Lands is just
It's so good. Well, I
finding
mean,
somebody that
they
can
are
do
juicing it a bit. They are
amazing things
juicing
with
it.
light.
The
Um,
Godless
you don't
Shrine
have a
looks. Yeah,
character
they
to
all look
focus on,
really
right?
good. Like none of them
and
look
that way, this
bad.
is like a
Even the
specialty
Sacred
that a lot of
Foundry, I don't know what they're
artists
doing
focus
there.
on,
Like
yeah.
I don't know why there's
and
a
they won't just
trailer
come in
park
this
on my
frame,
Sacred
but we
Foundry, but
also
hey,
have
it's
them in
it looks good.
Surge foil here. So again, we see the
The border is very Star
simulated
Trek.
Surge foil Elcar's frame.
So what is that border
These
from
again
in
are
Star
gonna
Trek?
Look gorgeous when you actually get your hands on them.
Like what is the Star Trek reference to the border? Is that what their DVD case looks like or something?
Incredible.
Really great.
Incredible. So all 10 of them coming
Well,
in
more shocks.
this set.
They can reprint shocks every year, and
now,
I'm happy about it.
Gavin,
That's-
we always
that's
talk
a
about
good
Universes
thing.
Beyond as being a great starting point for people to play Magic, to come in just because, you know, in this case, they're a fan of Star Trek. And so, of course, do we have welcome decks for this?
Yes, absolutely. We wanted to have a great introductory experience for people, and so there'll
Wow.
be welcome decks for Star Trek. You'll be seeing more about these in the next few weeks, but because they're going to be kind of out in the world pretty soon, we wanted to show you some of the unique cards that are going to be in these decks. There are a number of unique cards. There's a rare and a mythic in each deck. We're just going to show this to you today. Now, these are not meant to be super flashy.
Picard, Steadfast Captain, 6 mana 4/4 when it enters our text, put 2 counters on a oh my
It's supposed to be a
god.
cool encapsulation.
It's
of
so
that character.
bad.
So here's a
It's
card,
I mean
for
they are
example,
welcome
that
decks. These
buffs
are
your
these are
creatures
going to
and
be
comes
really
into play.
they're going to be
And it's
really
Operations Officer
bad.
that, ooh, lets you spread some counters around a little
They're
bit.
really bad.
We'll kind of step through these a
But-
little bit. You'll see a few cool things. We got
Oh,
our
he's
first
doing
Spock
the-
that you're
he's
going to
doing
see
the
right
hand
here.
thing.
Honestly, draws a card every turn. Nothing to be too sad
I
about.
can't even do it.
And then a Q, which is
He's playing a
something you'll
piano.
see, not the only Q you'll see in this set. I'll put it that way. These are not in normal booster packs, of course. You'll not find these in your regular
All right,
boosters.
well, I mean,
but
welcome
you'll
decks are
find them
good.
in these
Good ways
welcome
to
decks.
get new players into
Now,
the game.
let's pause on this black one for a little
Holy.
bit because this takes a little more explaining. There's kind of two interesting things going on here.
What is going
the
on with
first
this
are the
woman?
Borg. So the way the Borg work in the main set and also work here in the welcome deck is we treated them kind of like artifact creature slivers. So they impact all your artifact creatures, and much like a hive mind, much like the Borg, you want to have a lot of them in play and grant their abilities.
I
to
mean, the
everybody.
Borg might be
it's
good
very cool.
then.
They're backwards.
So Borg, so 6 mana 1/4 artifact creatures get +2/+0. When it enters, assimilate target creature card from an opponent's graveyard. Put it on the battlefield under your control with +1/+1 counter.
So
Wait.
this is a brand new.
Isn't this card kind of actually good? Like, I mean, at least grading on the welcome deck scale, I would have to say that Borg Queen has got to be one of the best welcome deck cards they've ever made. Like, that's actually kind of close.
Things was just
to
so iconic.
being
So there's not a ton of this
playable.
in the main set at all.
6
You'll find
mana
some in the Borg
reanimate,
Commander deck, of
and
course.
it pumps your team.
But what assimilating means.
Oh, I guess it's commander only, so it's not
under your
even in
control,
standard. But
give it a +1/+1 counter, and it becomes a Borg. So you literally Borgify something. You turn
I
it
mean,
into
that's a
Borg,
cool
and it's about
idea
as
doing the
flavorful
like power
as
of
you
all the
possibly
artifact
can.
creatures. Her
And
body
if you were
is.
listening close,
So
you got a
what,
little
chat?
bit
What
of a
are
sneak
what are Borgs? Like, why is half of her body missing? I'm a little confused. She used to be a person, and now she's half of a person or something. Captain Kirk, Klingon Strike Force. 4 mana 4/3 menace. When attacks by creatures you control of total power 8 or more, impulse draw a card. Okay, sure.
Star Trek set. And then on the green one,
Watch Star Trek.
there's a bit
Nah.
of a landfall.
Unlikely.
theme, and you'll see
Maybe an
landfall in the main
episode,
set
maybe
as
an
well.
episode.
We thought it was actually a great.
Oh, it's Phyrexia. Okay, it's
for
the Star Trek
the,
Phyrexians.
for
That
Star
makes
Trek,
sense.
Because you're literally going to
Benjamin
plants. You're
Sisko.
landfalling quite often. And so
Besieged. 6 mana 5/5. Play with the top card of your library revealed. You may play lands and cast creatures from the top of your library. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad
lands,
effect. It's
we'll
just,
show you further.
I feel like they make decent effects on the welcome deck cards, and then they're just like too
This being
much
the first look,
mana.
of course, we need to take a look at the full product lineup and all the cool
Does that
ways
say
that you
beam-
can interact
beam
with,
me up
play
bundle?
with, or collect this.
There's
set.
a beam
so,
me
Gavin,
up
tell us a bit
bundle.
about what we've seen up here on
Beginner
the
box,
screen.
beam me up
Yeah, there's a
bundle,
lot
welcome
of cool
decks.
products beaming down with Star Trek. And
I
let's
don't
talk
even
about
know.
some of
What
them
is
here.
this?
So in the
Divergent
top left, you've got
timeline?
play boosters, of course.
Play
And right
boosters.
next to them are collector boosters, where you'll have a chance to open up one of those awesome headliner
Collector
cards that we
boosters.
saw earlier. Next to those are the pre-release kits. Go down to your local game
Sure.
store and play in a pre-release of Star Trek. There's two different bundles here, both the normal bundle and a Beam Me Up bundle. You'll find the details on all these products on our website, of course, but there's two different kinds of
Two
bundles. For this
bundles.
set. We've got
Draft Night beginner
making a
box.
return, the welcome decks we mentioned in the bottom right.
Commander,
but I
4
wanna take a
commander
moment
decks?
and focus in on a few of these products in particular. So let's start with the commander decks. So of course we have 4 commander decks coming out with this set.
Do
both
y'all
in
ever
a normal
buy-
version and a collector's edition that is fully
Do y'all ever
surge
buy the
foiled.
collector
I'm
edition?
gonna tell you a little bit about
Like,
each
do
of
you
them,
buy the
starting
all
from
surge
the
foil?
left
Does
to the
anyone
right.
actually buy
So
the
on
all
the
surge
way,
foil
all the way to
versions?
the left, we have Federation Fleet, a red, white, blue deck that features the time period of Picard and Janeway, and very much that era of the show.
Oh, they're doing it
Next
like
up,
Final
we have
Fantasy
Landing Party,
then.
a green, white, blue deck that is all about the original series era.
It's
It really
basically
does
like Final
capture not
Fantasy,
just
right?
those
Wasn't
characters,
Final
but even the
Fantasy-
aesthetic.
Didn't the Final Fantasy Commander Precons each go with one of the games? So it was like the Final Fantasy 7 Precon, the Final Fantasy whatever. They're basically doing the same thing with Star Trek, right? Where they're doing a Commander Precon for each show or
and
each
tactical
era of the
Klingons.
show.
And finally, last but do not call them least, we have the Borg deck, a white, blue, black deck that will be maybe assimilating your opponents a little bit, turning their
Oh, see, Rick and Morty. It's like Unity, right? Are the Borg like Unity mixed with Phyrexians? Is that a good comparison?
is new and wants to get into this for the first time. Of course, Universes Beyond is an awesome landing place for brand new
Okay.
players.
Okay. There's like
we
a
have
hive
the
mind
perfect
thing. Is
product
that what they're
for you.
doing? Like a hive
Beginner
mind?
box.
Okay.
I think this is
Yeah.
one of the best learn to play experiences we've ever done for Magic.
good luck at
It's the
your-
perfect
good luck at
place
your
to land
interview.
and start playing.
Crush
so let
it.
your friend beam on
Good
down
luck.
to Magic the Gathering.
Good luck,
grab one of
Big
these,
Doug.
sit down, start playing, and teach them how to play with the Star Trek beginner box. Finally, there
What
is
is
something here you
this?
don't see with every set. We've
Oh,
got
it's the scene
2
deck
scene
boxes.
Let me tell you a little bit
2
about what's
scene
going on
boxes.
here.
Well-
Each of these has 6 brand new Magic cards, and they all connect to make a scene using the art that you see here on the front of the box. On the right, we have Enterprise Q.
There's
He's
so
one of the
many
most
products for
peculiar
this
and
set.
wild
Well, they
characters
definitely
in
are
all of
making
Star
all the
Trek
products
Q,
possible, that's
who's
for
doing
sure.
Some real wild shenanigans. and I cannot wait
Goodness.
for you to see the cards in this box.
They're going
They
all
are
out.
wacky. On the left-hand side, I mentioned earlier during Stardates that we didn't put the J.J. Abrams films in the main set. They're in the Stardates only. But there is one other place they show up, and that is here in Divergent Timeline. We wanted to give them a little bit
Those
more
are the
action,
films
and
that
so you'll
people
find
hate,
6
right?
cards here
The
for your
Trekkies
favorite
hate?
characters from those.
I'm pretty sure those are
That
the ones
is
that the
everything
Trekkies
that
don't
we
like.
have to show you today.
Oh,
So speaking of further down
that's
the
it?
road, we are going to take a break from Star Trek for a little bit. But for this first look, so that distributors, stores, and everyone can get their minds wrapped around this fantastic looking set, we showed you some stuff today, and we're going to come back with more Star Trek in late October. The set releases in November.
July,
in the
August,
meantime,
September. Okay,
we
four
are
months.
gonna
We'll
be
find out
at
more in 4
MagicCon
months.
Amsterdam this weekend. When
We do
this-
get more
when you
spoilers
watch
this weekend,
not
for
when
sure.
We're recording this. There's a whole time thing going on here. But we're going to be in MagicCon Amsterdam. There's going to be a preview panel. There's going to be so much going on that weekend. So make sure you pay attention this weekend, that weekend, all the weekends.
I gotta say.
But until then, we'll see you next week.
All right. Those are the spoilers. Well, chat. What do you think? What do you think now that we've seen some of these cards? Let me see if they're on the website yet. Hang on. All right, you go away. How do I find? Do we not have a page? Oh, there it is. Okay. Star Trek. So, chat, we have seen the early previews. I always ask this every time. So, the hype level going into this was, I would say, overall from our community, relatively low. Some people were really hyped, but in general, there was a lot of 3s, a lot of 2s. Now you've gotten to look at some of the cards. Signature cards, the return of spacecraft, shocklands with special treatments. Does anything of this that we've seen today, does this change your rating at all? I gotta say, it looks a lot better than I expected it to. Yes, there are little things that I find a little cheesy on Magic cards, like an iPad. I'm kind of like eye roll, like, okay, or like some of that kind of stuff is a little eye rolly for me. But in general, like most of these cards, if you just told me like Salt Vampire was a Magic card, or well, maybe not set phasers to consider the Prime Directive, Crystalline Entity. Like most of these cards, I have no idea they were from Star Trek. I would have absolutely no idea. I gotta say, I feel like this set might actually be good. It might actually be good. I like that we're seeing some non-legendary creatures, which is amazing to have some non-legendary creatures. The sagas are cool. The art looks sweet. The art just looks pretty good. So I'm sure like maybe this is an IP that's big enough that we're not going to have like 10 versions of characters. Maybe there's so much in Star Trek that like they build a world. We have a couple of the iconic characters, you know, one in the main set, one in the commander decks or something. It might actually end up being good. It might actually end up being good. I feel like my comfort level has increased after watching this. Sometimes when I watch the spoilers, I know usually I'm even more hyped for new Magic cards, but like sometimes you see those spoilers and like with Marvel, you see all the characters and the superheroes. And I was kind of like, okay, sure, like it is what I expected it to be. This is better than I was expecting it to be. I thought there would be a chance the set would be horrible, and now I think the floor is more like the set's going to be fine. And honestly, I think there's a chance that this set is a set I like more than something like Marvel superheroes personally. It might actually be good, and I was not expecting that. I was not expecting to come away from this thinking, oh, you know what, this might actually be a good set. This might actually be some cool designs. There are some sweet designs. The one thing I'm still on the fence, I don't know about the signature cards. Maybe it's just a not for me thing. I don't really care if William Shatner wrote his name on a Magic card. It seems very sports cardian to me. It seems like exactly, you know, they're going to do this. They're not going to, maybe not yet, but you know there will be like $2,000 Magic booster boxes, right? And they're going to have like one pack in it, and you're going to crack them open, and you're going to get it's the Marrow's hair clippings taped to a Magic card or something. Like that is the direction that we are heading, to the super ultra, which is fine, Joe Biden, if you don't want them. Like if you want to monetize that way, I really don't care. But I don't know if I really care about a card signed by an actor. That's just not really my vibe. I will say I like the background art. Like the background art does look pretty sweet. I'm curious, maybe Trekkies are going to love it. Like the other thing I wonder about, like these signatures, assuming they're for living people, they can't be that hard to get, right? Don't the like Star Trek crew do a bunch of festivals or something? As far as just like the most powerful cards that we've seen today, I would say Salt Vampire, I think, is very playable. That's a card that should be very playable in Standard. I think these 3-drop Mythics, I'm kind of on the fence. They're at worst very good in Commander, and I think something like Dr. Beverly Crusher or the 3-mana Captain James Kirk, they're close to maybe being Standard playable. I am incredibly excited for the Dilemma mechanic. Dilemma is going to be awesome. That's one of those mechanics, like, I love mechanics that make you go back and search through old Magic cards. And Gavin mentioned like Vision Charm or something. But having a new card made for Star Trek in 2026, where the best card for your deck might be printed in 1994, 1995, that is exactly what I want out of Magic mechanic. So I think the mechanic of Dilemma, really, really cool, really, really powerful. And Crystalline Entity, I think, is actually very, very strong. Being a colorless sweeper, tons of commander demand, maybe some standard implications too. The USS Enterprise D seems fine. We'll see what support we get for it. But overall, I think the power level seems high. Plus, they're not on the page yet, but the shocks do look beautiful. Like the special treatment of the shocks look amazing. Set to Phasers is going to be a limited all-star. Yeah, Set to Phasers seems very good at limited. Probably not good enough for constructed, but very good for limited. Dr. Crusher is kind of scary. Yeah, this card, is this card good enough to be a constructed staple? Like, it seems good in Soul Sisters. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that anymore. It seems good in Soul Sisters. Eric Swigart, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super, thank you. It seems good in Soul Sisters. I'm definitely going to build around it. Worst case, I mean, it's a Life Gain Panharmonicon. It's Soul Sister Panharmonicon. It's a worst case going to be a super fun commander. You hate the full art lands? I kind of like them. Anyway, everyone, that's Star Trek. I'm gonna have to go because I gotta make an actual spoiler video for the YouTube. Now I'm used to telling Twitch I gotta go because I gotta do a spoiler video for YouTube. But now I'm telling YouTube that I gotta go to make a spoiler video for YouTube. There's a spoiler page. So if you go to the Goldfish homepage and you go to whatever Marvel superheroes, whatever the one is, you'll see at the top here. You can do the change sets and click on any of the upcoming sets. So this will be relevant as we go through the week when we get Hobbit and Reality Fracture spoils. But if you click on Star Trek, it'll give you all the Star Trek spoilers. So anyway, everyone, that is our first YouTube stream. Welcome to all the YouTube viewers. The plan is moving forward that all the streams will be on YouTube and on Twitch. It seemed like it went fine. I could see the chat. I could interact with everyone. So it worked the way I was hoping it would work. So plan on the streams being on both for the future. So yes, you can watch on YouTube, you can watch on Twitch, either one. Reminders on the way out the door. No draft today. Spoilers take precedent. That's one of the rules of Goldfish is when we get spoilers, the number one priority, get the spoiler video done. So that's the next thing, but we will do some drafting, at some point soon. So anyway, reminders on the way out the door. Replay YouTube for the old streams, normal YouTube. Check out the spoiler video in a few hours. Check out the bracket matches. One more shout out to our sponsor, Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get them at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. And most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are amazing. You make this all possible. Thanks for hanging out, talking spoilers, playing some Magic. Also, check out that Thor deck because that deck worked really good. So I love y'all. Have a great day, everyone. We'll do it again next Tuesday. Until then,